Live from the Maverik Center in West Valley City, it's Utah Grizzlies hockey, as it's the first of a three-game series between the Grizzlies and the Rapid City Rush. Hi, everybody. I'm Tyson Whiting, and if it feels like it's been a long time since the Grizzlies have had a home game, you'd be right. This is the first home game for the Grizzlies in the 2024 calendar year, as the Grizzlies just completed a 9-game road trip, and the Grizz ended up going 4-5 on the trip, as the recent game was a 4-3 overtime winner by Brandon Cutler. Interestingly enough, the first game of the road trip and the 9th game of the road trip were both 4-3 overtime wins for the Grizzlies. Dylan Fitz started the road trip with a game winner, 5:09 into OT, as Utah defeated Newfoundland. And then the final game of the road trip, Brandon Cutler scored the game winner 20 seconds into overtime as the Grizzlies defeated the first place Kansas City Mavericks 4-3. Well, we'll see what the Grizzlies do here tonight. They are facing an opponent in Rapid City that they're very, very familiar with year in and year out. However, it's just the first meeting of 9 between the clubs this year. 6 of those 9 games will be here at Maverik Center, and 6 of those 9 games will be played in the month of March as Grizzlies start a 3-game series here. They will play tonight, and then Friday and Saturday is going to be a big night as well. And you're going to want to make sure that you catch all the action here. Did somebody say hockey? Seems to be a popular topic here today, and we got it right here at Maverik Center. So come support your Utah Grizzlies, and if you're in the West Valley area, come on down and enjoy some Grizzlies hockey with us. It's a Smith's family night with 4 tickets for $40 and $10 for each additional ticket. If you can't make it out tonight, obviously we got the audio broadcast right here on YouTube and the video feed on Flow Sports, your homes for Grizzlies hockey all season long. When we come back to the Grizzlies pregame report, we'll talk with Grizzlies insider Tim Broussard and get his thoughts on things as we're in business on a Wednesday night, and you're listening to the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our families' tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Look at that.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting here with Tim Broussard as Utah begins a 3-game homestand against the Rapid City Rush. Tim, 4-5 road trip for the Grizzlies, and it felt like it was bookended by the 2 overtime victories and quite a bit of different stuff in between. How would you assess the road trip?
Hard to figure out where you're going to start your measure of success and what was reasonably expected, as an outcome. Out of all those points, how many were you okay with? 4 out of 5, 5 out of 4. At least we got the 4. We got kind of a few more road wins than what we originally had going into the series. So I'm looking to see that we kind of bookend that and be done with that. Now we're at home. We got home cooking. We got a 3 set here before we go out and play Road Warrior again. So make these home games count because there's not a whole lot of them left in the second half of the season.
The one period where Rapid City has a positive goal differential is the first. They were a +5 in the first period. That's been a struggle for the Grizzlies. And really when the Grizzlies had success on the road, it was them getting off to a fast start. How important is it for the Grizzlies to at least be tied, if not leading after 1?
That's everything. Up until the first half of the first half of the season is your marker, right? So now you've got that established on what works for you and what game plan doesn't. Us falling behind early doesn't work for us as a game plan. Having Rapid City come up and score 1 or 2 early doesn't work for us. We're not that team. We don't have that kind of identity established yet. So hopefully we come out and at least play even, get into the second, or we come out, maybe a 1-goal lead. That'd be great, but at least even. And honestly, make it through the first 10 minutes. We've had early goals scored, 12 seconds into the game, and we're already down 1. So I'm looking to see that we do a little bit better with that.
The Grizzlies' all-time shutout king Trent Miner will be in net tonight. He'll be going up against Connor Murphy. It's going to be an interesting test to see Trent Miner back in a Grizzlies uniform.
It's one, I don't know, it kind of befuddles me how he's still down here at times. I thought that by the nature of how well he was playing at the AHL, that he would probably go up and stay up, but unless they just want more time or unless they have other NHL contracted goalies that they got to rotate in and out, and then they got to play the waiver game and all the other legalities between that. Well, we find him much to our benefit that he's down here. I don't expect anything different than him playing at the AHL level. None of this ECHL level, lag, coming down. Oh, darn it, I'm not in the A today.
Yeah.
But he's established that he's going to show that same type of professionalism and come with the same type of energy every game.
Who's your pick for the Upton first goal of the game?
Gosh, that's a great question. I was hoping to find Raby on the roster, but he's out tonight. So, gosh, that's a great question. I'm going to defer that. What are you going to go with?
I got Dylan Fitz, a guy who seems to get off to quick starts for the Grizzlies. He's got 5 goals in his last 9 games. So I'm going with Dylan Fitz.
I think I'm going to go with Penner. He tends to come up in that odd kind of situation, like, oh, what do we? Oh, it's Penner. Penner's our guy tonight. So yeah, let's go with Penner tonight.
Thanks for the time. We'll talk to you during the first intermission.
Appreciate it, Tyson.
That's Timber Sarp. When we come back, we got 2 new forwards in the Grizzlies uniform that were just reassigned from the AHL's Colorado Eagles today, and the captain Josh Wesley's back. We'll talk about the roster moves that were made over the last 72 hours as it's the Grizzlies and the Rapid City Rush coming up next on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh for...
Maverik's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. The Grizzlies last played this past Saturday where they got a 4-3 overtime winner over the Kansas City Mavericks. It was in overtime. Brandon Cutler scored both of Utah's final 2 goals. Grizzlies had a 2-0 lead in the game. Then Kansas City responded with 3 unanswered. Brandon Cutler scored about 5 minutes into the third period to tie it up at 3. Kansas City had 2 different 5-on-3 power plays in the third period that could have given them the lead, but the Grizzlies' penalty kill was outstanding on Saturday, going a perfect 6 for 6. And then 20 seconds into overtime, Brandon Cutler got the game winner, which was his second of the game and team leading 15th of the season. Well, since last Saturday's game, there's been a few roster moves, and it's been all additions for the Grizzlies, except for defenseman Sam Rossini was released earlier today. It's possible maybe at some point later on in the season the Grizzlies could pick him up again as he's kind of working a normal 9-to-5. Rossini had an assist in each of the 2 games in Kansas City. He played his college hockey for 5 seasons at the University of Minnesota. Well, a couple days ago, the Grizzlies got back defenseman Josh Wesley. Wesley's certainly been a key force for the Grizzlies as he has 8 goals this season, which are tied for the league lead among all defensemen. So watch out for Josh Wesley. He'll be wearing number 20 tonight and paired up with Kyle Mayhew. But the Grizzlies also got 2 forwards that were reassigned from the AHL's Colorado Eagles. Ryan Sandelin, who played in 4 games earlier this season with the Grizzlies, he had 2 assists. He's back in a Grizzlies uniform, and he'll be wearing number 11. Earlier in the season, he was wearing number 14, which is currently occupied by Adam Berg. And the Grizzlies also get Alex Bocage over from the AHL's Colorado Eagles. Bocage is in the last of a 3-year NHL entry-level deal. He had played in 2.5 seasons with Colorado, and in 126 games, he has 13 goals and 26 assists. This year in 21 games with Colorado, he has 1 goal and 6 assists. So Alex Bocage, from what I've seen, has a pretty dangerous shot. Hopefully it will be on display here tonight. This will be wearing number 26 for Ryan Kanasowicz's crew. And the Grizzlies also got back goaltender Trent Miner from the AHL's Colorado Eagles. And that's a little bit of a surprise considering how much success he has had with Colorado. After all, in 11 AHL games this season, he has a record of 4-4-1 with a .913 save percentage and a 2.51 goals against average. So Miner's actually had better stats so far this season with Colorado than he does with Utah. With the Grizzlies this year, in 9 games, he has a 4-5 record with a .911 save percentage and a 2.80 goals against average. Miner will be the starting goaltender tonight. Dante Januzzi will be the backup, and we will see Alex Bocage making his Grizzlies debut wearing number 26 we'll also see Ryan Sandelin for the 5th time this season, unless they change the rules. Having it be Game 5 means that he is now postseason eligible. And speaking of the playoffs, as Jim Moore would say, hey, we're halfway through the season, as Friday night was Game 37, or actually Saturday night was Game 37, where Utah won 4-3 in overtime. Utah is only 6 standings points behind Rapid City. The Rush have 36 standings points. The Grizzlies have 30. If Utah can sweep Rapid City with all 3 games ending in regulation, Utah would then tie Rapid City in the standings points department with 36 on the season. So there's certainly a lot at stake for the Grizzlies, who have 35 games remaining in the 2023-24 calendar year. And it'll be interesting to see what happens here tonight, as Grizzlies back after a 9-game road trip. Utah went 4-5 on the trip, but remember the last time the Grizzlies were at Maverik Center, they swept Tulsa in a 3-game set. So the Grizzlies are 7-5 over their last 12 games. When we come back, we'll go over the starting lineups for both teams. It's the Grizzlies and the Rush coming up next. And if you're in the West Valley area, come on down and enjoy some Grizzlies hockey with us, as it's a Smith's family night with 4 tickets for $40 and $10 for each additional ticket. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. Grizzlies and the Rapid City Rush will get underway in about 10 minutes from now. Let's get to the lineups for both teams. First, for the visiting Rapid City Rush, who are led by third-year head coach Scott Burt. He is a former Grizzly player. He was with the club in the 2007-08 season, where he was a teammate with Grizzlies forward Ryan Kanasowicz. Starting in net for the Rush is Connor Murphy, who's making his 13th appearance this year. Murphy has a 5-7 record with a 3.51 goals against average and an .896 save percentage. Murphy is a first-year pro. He played with 2 different colleges. Murphy played at Northeastern University from 2019 through 2021, and he spent the last 2 years at Union College. So Murphy will be in net. Matt Radomski is the backup. Starting defensive pairing for Rapid City, Tyson Helgeson, the big 6'3", 205-pound defenseman's in there. He has 3 goals and 7 assists in 36 games. He also has 5 fighting majors. He'll be paired up with Charles Martin, wearing number 47. Martin leads the Rush in plus-minus with a +12 rating, not to be confused with the former football player Charles Martin, who threw the cheap shot at Jim McMahon in 1986, and also not to be confused with Kearns native Charles Martin, who I went to elementary school, junior high, and high school with. Charles Martin was a good defensive back for the Kearns High football program in 2005. Fun fact. Starting forwards for the Rush, Keanu Yamamoto is wearing number 20. He has 11 goals and 11 assists in 38 games. He'll be lined up next to Brett Gravel, who's given the Grizzlies some fits over the years. Gravel has 11 goals and 16 assists in 38 games. And Logan Nelson, who's acting as the Rush captain. Nelson has also given the Grizzlies fits over the last couple of years. Nelson has 12 goals and 21 assists in 36 games. So the starting defensive pairing is Tyson Helgeson and Charles Martin. Starting forwards, Keanu Yamamoto, Brett Gravel, and Logan Nelson. The other Helgeson brother, Kenton Helgeson, is a scratch in the Rapid City lineup. Grisby comes out waving the flag. The Grizzlies are wearing a black jersey with white numbers and professional green trim. Rapid City is in a white jersey with dark numbers, red on the shoulders, and I think there's red trim around the numbers on the back of the jerseys. Starting in net for the Grizzlies is going to be Trent Miner, who was reassigned from the AHL's Colorado Eagles earlier today. Miner in 9 games for the Grizz this year has a 4-5 record. He is the Grizzlies' all-time leader in shutouts with 10. He has 12 professional shutouts, including 1 in the AHL with Colorado earlier this season. He'll be backed up by Dante Januzzi, Will Cranley, and Garrett Metcalf for scratches. As you saw on social media earlier this week, Garrett Metcalf announced his retirement from professional playing hockey. So Metcalf announced his retirement via social media a couple days ago. Will Cranley is a scratch, and he'll be the third goalie. Starting defensive pairing for the Grizzlies, Josh Wesley, who's tied for the league lead amongst defensemen with 8 goals. Wesley will be out there wearing number 20. He has 8 goals and 8 assists in 28 games. He'll be paired up with the all-star Kyle Mayhew, who has 7 goals and 15 assists in 36 games. The other defensemen we're expected to see tonight include Keone Teixeira, who's making his first home appearance since December 9th. He'll be lined up next to Quinn Wickers, number 12. Wickers had a pretty good road trip. Jacob Semick and Jordan Stone are the other defensemen. Starting forwards for Utah, Brett Stapley will be in there. He's got a point in 11 of his last 12 games. Stapley leads the Grizzlies with 24 assists and 33 points this season. Alex Beaucage, Beaucage is his last name. He'll be making his Grizzlies debut. He has appeared in 126 professional games with the AHL's Colorado Eagles. It'll be fun to watch. He apparently has a lethal shot, and we'll see if that gets on display here tonight. And Brandon Cutler's also going to be in there, last Saturday's hero. Cutler has 15 goals and 11 assists in 37 games. He also leads the Grizzlies with 138 shots, and he also leads the club with 53 penalty minutes. And watch out for Cutler when the Grizzlies are on the power play. He's got 4 power play goals this season, which lead the Grizz. 8 other forwards for the Grizzlies tonight, which includes Ryan Sandelin, who's back after a stint in the AHL. This will be his 5th appearance in a Grizzlies uniform. We'll also see Dylan Fitz, who has 5 goals in his last 9 games. Adam Berg had 1 goal and 1 assist this last Saturday. He was outstanding. Aaron Aragon will be in there for the Grizzlies, as well as Tyler Penner, the Grizzlies Iron Man. Of course, he'll be in there. Nathan Burke, Cole Gallant will also be in the lineup for the Grizzlies. Mick Messner's got 10 goals this season, will be in there for Utah as well. So the starting forwards, once again, are Stapley, Beaucage, and Cutler. Starting defensive pairing is Josh Wesley and Kyle Mayhew. We'll come back and have face-off here at Maverik Center. It's the Grizzlies and the Rush meeting for the first time this season. In fact, the first 6 meetings between the Grizzlies and Rush will all be here at Maverik Center. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So let's right here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our families' tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm. And our lights on. It's the power behind the team. And a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Back to Maverik Center. Here's our national anthem on a Wednesday night. First of a 3-game series, Lynham High School.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverik, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
It's a great day for hockey as two big standings points are on the line as the Grizzlies take on the Rapid City Rush as Grisby takes a spill at neutral ice. Grisby is the first one to fall down as Grisby at center ice will skate towards the tunnel. Looks like Grisby forgot to skate somehow to start 2024 as he must have been in hibernation for quite a while. Grizzlies get Trent Miner back from the AHL today and he'll be starting in net. And the Grizzlies have a really powerful forward lineup led by Brandon Cutler, Brett Stapley, and Alex Bocage. That's the starting forwards. Starting defensive pairing, for my money, one of the best in the league, Josh Wesley and Kyle Mayhew. There's Ryan Kanaswich being shown on Flow Sports and on the video board. Kanaswich in his third season as Grizzlies head coach. He is the all-time leader in goals, assists, and points in Grizzlies history. Christian Horn's the assistant coach, and the newly retired Garrett Metcalf is also in a suit on the bench. It's going to be Connor Murphy starting in net for Rapid City. Starting forwards, Brett Gravel, Logan Nelson, and Yamamoto, with the defensive pairing Tyson Helgeson and Charles Martin. Taking the draws, Logan Nelson, who's got the C on his sweater for Rapid City. Grizzlies in the black jerseys with white numbers, professional green trim. Draws won by Rapid City as Martin and his blue line will get it to Helgeson, who's got an A on his sweater. Rush skate from left to right as they move it ahead. Rush over to Logan Nelson, skate in, back in, shot, he scores. Backhand to forehand, and 10 seconds into the game, the Rush have taken a 1-0 lead. Well, this last Friday, Kansas City scored 12 seconds into the game, and Rapid City said, hold my beer. 11 seconds into the contest, Logan Nelson just kind of went from left to right and then just kind of stuck it 5-hole past Trent Miner. Nelson's given the Grizzlies a lot of fits over the years, and he picks up his 13th of the year. So just like that, it's 1-0 Rush, and the seats aren't yet warm. Nelson will get the goal. Yamamoto and Tyson Helgeson with the assist. Rapid City wins the draw. Charles Martin will backhand it in. Keone Teixeira gets it to Quinn Wickers. Wickers moves it ahead towards Burke, who has a tap off his stick. Action in the Rush zone. Right side. Cole Gallant gathers it. He skates towards the corner as Gallant was battling with Nelson. Now taking over the play is Helgeson. Now right side. Righty shot is blocked away. Those blocked away. Shot was taken by Ryan Sandelin wearing number 11. As Wickers left point rolls it around the boards. Sandelin chases after it. He's in the corner and gathers it. He gets blasted by Tyson Helgeson. Puck goes over to Gallant, who skates around Rapid City's net towards the near side. He'll bank it off the boards. Wickers left side swings and didn't get much on it. Yamamoto moves it ahead. Nelson at center ice gains the line. He veers off to the left, takes a righty shot. Is blocked by Teixeira. Puck goes back to neutral ice near the Grizzlies bench where Alex Aliardi will dump it in. Watch out for Aliardi, who has 38 points in 38 games. He's a top scorer in this league. Teixeira behind his net. He'll survey, 6-year pro. He'll fling it over to the far side for Penner. The Grizzlies Ironman crosses center ice, and he'll rainbow it in towards the left corner and spun around the boards. Jared Gorley fires it around. Grizzlies chase after it deep in their own end. Josh Wesley skates towards the near side with it. He'll flip it out of the seats, and that's going to be a delay of game penalty. He gives a fan a souvenir over around row 5 of section 115. Problem, did it from his own zone, and so it's going to be a delay of game penalty. Wesley doesn't argue the call as it was a pretty easy one made by referee Tyler Haskell. The linesmen are Craig Peterson and James McKenna. And so Rapid City goes on the power play for the first time tonight. It's the Rush 1 and the Grizzlies nothing with 18:32 left in the first. We're still early on, so grab some chips and dip and a beverage of your choice and enjoy a little bit of Wednesday with us. As Wesley gets 2 minutes for delay of game, Rush won the draw. As they get it over to the high slot, Rydell feeds to his left. Now the Rush towards the far corner. Alex Aliardi gets it up top. And it's taken it's Mauricio Coella. Now it goes to Aliardi. Back up top. Rydell lefty shot. Kick saved by Miner as the puck goes towards the near side. Rapid City gets it to Bennett. Blake Bennett, one of the best scorers in the league among rookies. He'll get it to Coella. And will backhand it up top to Aliardi in the left point. Aliardi skates towards the circle. Fakes a shot. Gets up top to Will Rydell, who slides to his right for Bennett. Bennett skates towards his left. Now gets to Aliardi. Left circle, take a righty shot. And it's blocked away by Mayhew. Puck goes back to Rydell over to Bennett. Across to Aliardi. He's along the far wing boards. As Aliardi skates towards his right. He's now in the slot. Righty shot goes wide. Gallant stick got in the way. Grizzlies tapping off the near boards. It's kept in by Bennett. Bennett skates towards his left. He's in the slot. Lefty shot. Saved by Miner. And Trent holds on. 1:07 left in the Rapid City power play. Blake Bennett took that shot. Watch out for him. He leads the rush with 16 goals this season. As both teams will make a change, Traw's going to be in the near circle of the Grizzlies zone. Everybody make your pick for the Optum first goal of the game as to who's going to score first for Utah. We know Logan Nelson scored 11 seconds in for Rapid City. For me, I'm going with Dylan Fitz to get Utah's first goal. As the draw won by Utah, as Berg skates over there, and he throws it up top, but it's kept in by Charles Martin. Martin now in the high slot, feeds it to his right for Nelson. Nelson with a righty shot that's blocked by Jacob Semick. Nelson gets it back and throws it to the near goal line. It goes back to Nelson, who's wearing the C. He's the captain for Rapid City. Up top to Martin. Martin skates towards his left. Now drops it for Nelson, who gets to the near goal line. They get down the middle, swing and a miss. As the rush couldn't connect. Yamamoto swung and missed. He's got 11 goals this season. Puck goes back deep in the rush zone. Rapid City skating from left to right. Gets to Yamamoto at neutral ice. He crosses center. He'll chip it to the right corner and chase after it with good speed. Brett Gravel gets it. He'll tap it to Nelson off the boards. It hits stanchion, goes to Martin, back to Nelson. He's on the right side. Nelson over to Martin. Righty shot. Kick saved by Minor. Puck goes back to Nelson, over to Martin. Back towards Nelson, but the arm is raised, and it looks like the puck exited the zone as the rush get called for offside with 14 seconds left in the power play. 16:46 left in the first period. Rush lead 1-0. Rapid City has outshot Utah 4-1. Aaron Aragon out there with Tyler Penner. Quinn Wickers on the ice, as well as Kyle Mayhew. Logan Nelson. He was given the Grizzlies fits over the last couple years. Wins the draw, slides it towards Gravel. It tapped off his skate. Gravel gets pushed in the far corner by Wickers as Mayhew will clear it all the way out. As Murphy plays to the side of his net. Connor Murphy, the Rapid City goalie. As Wesley's out of the box. Successful penalty kill by the Grizz. We're 6 for 6 on Saturday. They're 1 for 1 today. Rapid City skates in left point. Righty shot. Kick saved by Minor. That shot was taken by Nelson. As Wickers will throw it towards the far corner as the puck got air under it. As Nelson will throw it back towards the near side. Chasing after it is Brandon Cutler, who feeds it to his right for Mayhew. Mayhew gains center ice, gains the line to the left side, skates towards the circle, drops it off for Stapley, who skates towards the corner, over towards Beaucamp. Bocage shot and hits the pipe. Iron unkind as Bocage, in his Grizzlies debut, gets the puck. As he skates towards the near corner, he's 6'1" and about 200 pounds. He gets pushed. Stapley in the area. Cutler chases after it, but Rapid City gets the bouncing puck, but they couldn't handle it. Puck goes up top as Rapid City is able to clear the zone. Simon Boyko in his rush debut gains the line, but he gets double teamed. Semick poked it away. As Grizzlies cross center ice, Stone gains the line. Right point, he'll take a righty shot that goes wide as it ricochets off the backboard. Burke gets it up top, but Rapid City took it away. Now Semick has it slide towards him at center ice. He gets it across to Stone, who fires it in. As both teams will make a change. 4.5 minutes in, Rush lead 1-0. Rapid City crosses center ice. Right wing pass towards Boyko, connects. Right wing, righty shot is blocked away by Minor. Now right side, lefty shot. Kick saved by Minor. That last shot was taken by Jared Gorley, a defenseman, who's a big guy at 6'2" and 210. Grizzlies gained the line. Gallant skates towards the left circle. Backhand shot. It's the side of the net. Sandlin skates over there, but the Rush will shuffle it towards the far corner. They backhand it, bouncing puck. Rapid City is able to angle it out to center ice. Wesley gets it, the Utah blue line. Grizz skate from right to left here in the period. Up ahead to Aragon, who enters from the near side. Aragon across, and it bounced off the Penner. It hit off his face as Penner was looking for a one-time tap. As Penner holds his face, his icing is on the Rush. And Penner will get looked at by Colin Lee, the Grizzlies trainer. As Aragon got it across, it tapped off the Penner stick and then flew right into his face. Looks like he's going to stay out there. Must not have drawn too much blood as Penner talking it over with Dylan Fitz and Aaron Aragon. Incidentally enough, in Kansas City, that was probably the Grizzlies' best forward line. Aragon, Penner, and Fitz. Draws in the far circle. 14:42 left in the first and counting. Rapid City leads 1-0. Rush win the draw. They'll clear it out to center. Wesley angles it off the near boards as Penner couldn't get the puck as it's wobbling on its side. He chases after it. Martin shovels it to Bennett. Bennett moves it ahead. Bounced off the Bennett stick. Now Grizzlies turnover as Aragon over to Mayhew. Shot is saved by Murphy as Mayhew on a one-timer didn't get much on it in the near circle, and the puck just kind of glided slowly towards Murphy, who was able to cover up. Fans still filing in here. 14:22 left in the first. It's the opener of a 3-game series. Don't forget, Grizzlies and Rush will meet on Friday night. It's going to be an AFCU Friday where tickets start at just $10. When you pay using your AFCU debit or credit card to the Maverik Center box office, Saturday is going to be the Guns and Hoses extravaganza. Get your tickets now because it might be a sellout by Saturday. And get your tickets at UtahGrizzlies.com. Rush won the draw, throw it out to neutral ice. Wickers gathers it and fires it back in. Wickers playing against his former team, right side. Stapley with a shot that goes wide. As Wickers played with Rapid City the last 2 years, he gets it in the near point. As he'll throw it around the wall. Bocage gets hit by Martin, but Bocage on the right side with good speed skates towards the point. Bocage will feed it back to the spot he vacated. Cutler behind the net over to Stapley on the left side. Stapley in the circle surveys. Now he skates towards the goal line. He drops it off for Cutler, who feeds it up top for Wickers. Wickers fires it off the end boards intentionally as Tyson Helgeson battles with Stapley. Puck goes to Cutler. He's in the left point, trying to get towards Wickers. It's literally kicked back to Wickers from Martin. Now right side shot, and it's blocked away as Bocage got a lot of velocity and a shot just outside the right circle. Puck in the near corner. Bocage battles. 2 Grizzlies and 2 Rush over there. As the puck spins from one corner to the other, far side, Wesley chases after it. He gets it. Wesley gets hit by Helgeson. As Stapley gets pushed by Martin, it goes back to Wesley along the far side. Wesley near the corner at the goal line. Now he skates around the net, feeds it up top for Stapley. He'll take a shot that goes wide. Now it goes to Bocage, left side. His shot is blocked by Helgeson. Puck goes to center ice. Aliardi gets it 2-on-3. He enters the zone, gets around Bocage, hits the side of the net. Now left side, lefty shot goes wide as Bennett on a drive-by looking for his 17th of the year. As Jimmy Soper, the former Tulsa Oiler, throws it off the far wing boards. And rolling around is Nick Parody, number 82, a defenseman who probably has a Parody account on his X account. As it goes over towards Kyle Mayhew. That was lame. Fitz right side. He'll take a righty shot that goes wide. Puck glides along the near boards. Mick Messner gets to Berg, the referee nearby. Berg skates around the net. He gets pushed by Zach Hoffman, defenseman number 3. As Aliardi gets hit, Fitz will throw it back towards the near side as everybody chases after it. As now it goes over to Mayhew. He's in the near side. He'll skate towards his right. Mayhew drops to the right side for Messner. He'll take a righty shot, and it's blocked by Jimmy Soper. Now Messner gets it by. He angles it towards the net. Shot, save, rebound, shot, and a score! Grizzlies tied up with 12:18 left in the first. Messner took the initial shot. It bounced off of Murphy. And it looks like Adam Berg, who stays red hot, as Berg will skate towards the bench first. He gets his 7th of the year. Just a hard-working shift by Messner, Fitz, and Berg. Ended up with Adam Berg being the Optum first goal of the game score. As the puck went to Messner, he just kind of brushed it ahead towards Murphy, bounced off of Murphy, and Berg got the rebound and put it away. So Berg gets the goal. Messner and Kyle Mayhew with the assist. Time of goal 7:42 in as we're tied at 1. As Grizzlies having their own end, Jacob Semick sails it all the way down. And it's going to be icing on the Grizzlies as the puck ended up about chest high for Sandlin to try to reach it. Draw is going to come back towards Trent Miner. So already a couple goals tonight. Logan Nelson scored 11 seconds into the game for Rapid City. And Adam Berg gets the Optum first goal of the game, 7:42 in. Draw's going to be in the far circle. Looks like it's going to be a fun series between 2 good teams. Rush are 17-19-2 on the year. Grizzlies are 15-22. Both teams have similar styles with head coaches that got similar philosophies. Up top, Gorley fires it off the end boards as a battle along the near side as Gravel gets pushed by Semick. Brett Gravel has had a couple productive seasons with Rapid City. Gets to Nelson, who feeds up top, and Semick gets a stick in the way as Yamamoto is cutting towards the net. Bouncing puck goes into the rush zone, far side. Gravel couldn't handle it. Now he backhands it ahead to Yamamoto, who veers off to the right. His pass towards his left doesn't connect as Nathan Burke gets it towards Wickers, who moves it ahead. And the Grizzlies tap it in as Gallant from neutral ice will skate off the ice as Rapid City with a long-range pass. It doesn't connect to Yamamoto. And it's going to be icing on the rush with 11:26 left in the first. Fans still filing in here. It's a bit warm here at the Maverik Center. Had quite a few events here in the month of January, including gymnastics and G League basketball. It's going to be a concert here tomorrow night before the Grizzlies and Rush entertain the crowd here on Friday and Saturday. Utah went 5-3-2 against Rapid City last year, including a 3-game sweep at the end of January of 2023. Rush won the draw. They flip it high into the air. It bounces in the Grizzlies zone. Icing is waved off as the Grizzlies will change things up. Teixeira moves it ahead towards Aragon, who flips it in. Chasing after it's the Iron Man, Tyler Pennery, collides with Helgeson. as Penner pushes Helgeson down, goes towards Aragon. 2 Grizzlies and 2 Rush skaters collide. Now Aliardi gets the puck. He skates along the near side towards center ice. He crosses the red and flips it in. Puck ricochets off the backboards on one skip of the ice. As Wickers near side will survey. Now he flips it in the air. It goes to center ice. It's gloved and dropped by Charles Martin. Martin leads the Rush with a +12 rating this year as Blake Bennett fires it in. It ricochets off the boards. Wickers chases after it. He collides with Aliardi as Wickers brushes it ahead. No icing as it got ricocheted off of Aliardi's stick. Taking it is Zach Hoffman behind his own net. Rush skate from left to right in a white jersey with a little bit of Calgary Flames themed colors towards it. As the Rush will angle out to center ice. It couldn't be handled by number 11, Riley Janelle. As the puck goes towards Bocage over towards Cutler, feeds it across. Rush glove it as Janelle angles it to the right side for Aliardi, who couldn't handle it. As Mayhew will tap it off the boards. Koala battles with Cutler, goes back to Mayhew, feeds it across to Wesley, who gets it off the wall. Wesley back to Mayhew's now in the far corner, deep in the Grizzly zone. He advances it to neutralize for Bocage, who crosses center ice. Bocage gains the line, veers off to the right. Bocage along the far boards, trying to backhand it across. It bounced off of a Rush skater and number 71, Brandon Yeamans. As the Rush flied in, Minor behind his net. He skates towards the far side. Rush trying to take it away, and Minor angles it back to the near side for Mayhew. He taps it across off the boards, goes to center ice. Messner has the brush off his stick. Aragon gains center ice and lost it. Messner pitches ahead. It goes to Rapid City. Grizzlies change up forwards as Yamamoto crosses center ice near side. He'll wrap it around the boards. It goes to the left point. Rush feed it in deep. As puck goes back to the far corner, Teixeira gathers it, moves it ahead. Grizzlies will carry it out of the zone as they flip it to the right side for Berg. Berg, the Grizzlies goal scorer, gets around Helgeson. Now he flips it out in front. Nobody home. Wickers in the left point, gets it back to Berg. Left circle. He'll take a lefty shot, and it's blocked away by Charles Martin's stick. As Helgeson throws to the far side, it bounced off of Teixeira. Now it goes towards the line. Aragon keeps it in and flips it in deep towards the backboards. Grizzlies change up forwards. In fact, both defensemen come off the ice as well. Less than 9 minutes left in the first, tied at 1. Rapid City crosses center ice. They gain the line. Skate towards the left circle. Lefty shot. Saved by Minor. As Brett Gravel skated around a Grizzlies defender and got to the left circle and fired away. But Minor was able to absorb it near the Grizzlies logo on the chest of the jersey. 8:47 left in the first, tied at 1. Logan Nelson scored 11 seconds in. Adam Berg is the Optum first goal of the game scorer. He responded and tied it up. 7:42 in. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Net.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
We're tied at 1. Draws game in the Grizzlies zone. Rapid City has outshot Utah 8-5 so far. Looks like it's going to be a fun series if it's anything like the first segment of play. Logan Nelson will take the draw against Cole Gallant. Gallant has 7 assists in the month of January. It's the 10th game of the month. Utah's 4-5 so far in January, with the first 9 games all being on the road. Grizzlies win the draw. Mayhew skates down the middle with speed. He gets neutralized. He moves it ahead to Gallant, who feeds it to his right for Sandelin, who fires a righty shot. Saved by Murphy. Rebound goes to Rapid City, and they clear it out. No icing as the puck wobbles on its side. Josh Wesley gets it. He'll tap it off the end wall to Mayhew. Skates around Utah's net. Mayhew throws it back to the area that he vacated. Nathan Burke, far corner, turns it over. Rush skate in, centering past Yamamoto. Bounced off of his stick. Now goes back to Yamamoto. He gets sandwiched by Sandelin and Burke, and the Grizzlies will carry it out. Gallant gets around a defender. Now moves to the right side for Sandelin. Sandelin skates around the net before he gets bounced off the boards by Parody. Parody over there as Nelson clears it out. Puck goes to center ice. And back to Teixeira at the Utah blue line. Teixeira moves it out to center ice for Sandelin. As Nelson lost his stick, Sandelin gets it back to Teixeira, who outlets the Penner. It tapped off his stick near side, goes in deep to the rush zone. Rapid City skating from left to right as a throw airborne. It was played with a high stick by Jimmy Soper. as Teixeira brushes away. There's no whistle on the play. As Teixeira gets pushed by Soper, puck gets lifted towards the line, and the Grizzlies get it out. Fitz enters from the left side. He backhands it towards the near circle for Aragon. It's taken away as the Rush gets to neutral ice. Rapid City crosses center, and firing it in is James Hardy, 5'11", 176-pound forward. Now the puck goes back to Utah neutral ice. As Fitz at center ice, gets it taken away by Will Rydell. Rydell's got an AHL contract with the Calgary club. As the puck goes deep in the Grizzlies zone, chasing after it's Martin. Will feed it around Utah's net. Boyko near side, skates towards the point. Fakes it to Martin. Now Boyko, high slot, righty shot. Is kicked away by Minor. Boyko was just added yesterday to the Rush roster from the SPHL. Around the net, Jordan Stone delivers a push. Stapley skates over there to try to get the puck. It goes towards Aliardi, sporting a beard. Aliardi skates towards his right. Now he's in the right point. Aliardi skates towards the circle. Righty shot goes wide. And chasing after it is Martin. He gets it in the far point. He'll backhand it in as Martin goes flying on a big-time hit by Aaron Aragon. Right side, Rush. Tyson Helgeson gets his pocket picked by Stapley, who throws it across towards Fitz at center ice. Fitz will tap it in and get off the ice for a change. Stapley chases after it. He climbs off the boards. Helgeson fires it off the far side. He goes to neutral ice. Wesley gets it across the bounce off of Aliardi's stick, who gets it. And now the Rush enter the zone as they chase after it. Coella couldn't get there before Wesley. Puck goes back to Bennett, left side, and he'll spin it around. Aliardi chases after it on the right side. Aliardi skates towards the point, drops it off for Hoffman, who skates towards the right side. Now to Coella. Right side, lefty shot. Kick saved by Minor. Rebound goes towards Mayhew. We'll tap it towards the near side. Now goes to Coella. We're trying to get to the near goal line. It bounced off of Mayhew's stick. Bennett with a shot. Hits the side of the net and a little bit of Minor. Aliardi back to Bennett. He's on the right side. He gets up top to Hoffman. Righty shot. Saved by Minor. Puck towards the near side as Mayhew battles with Bennett. And it goes to Stapley along the near side. He'll advance the puck towards center for Bocage. Bocage gets it poked away by Hoffman, who gets at his blue line. They'll throw it ahead. No icing as the Rush will make a full line change. 5.5 minutes left in the first. We're still tied at 1. Rush have outshot the Grizzlies 10-6. Wicker skates towards the left side, trying to center it out in front. It bounced off for Rydell's skate. As the Rush cross center ice, Logan Nelson gains the line. He moves it ahead towards Gornley. Jared Gorley loses it as Wickers gets it in front of Utah's net. As Wickers moves it out to center ice, it goes past Gravel on to Adam Berg. It bounced off of his stick. As Rapid City far side moves it towards Nelson at center ice. Nelson has a tap off his stick and it flies into the Grizzly zone. Minor rolls to the far side for Sandlin, who gets it back to Teixeira. As Teixeira gets to neutral ice, right wing pass towards Sandlin connects. He's trying to get it back towards Teixeira on a backhand attempt. It bounced off of Gravel, and it goes back into the Grizzly zone. Wesley chases after it. Now he's behind Minor's net. 4.5 minutes left in the first as fans take up a Let's Go Grizzlies chant. Wesley slides into Mayhew, moves it out to center ice for Gallant. Gallant with good speed, skates down the middle. He splits a double team, loses his balance. As Murphy throws it to the far side, it goes up top as Wesley, right point, righty shot. Glove saved by Murphy. And he holds on with 4 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first. Rapid City has outshot Utah 10-7, and we're tied at 1 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
Tied at 1 here in the first home game of the 2024 calendar year. The Grizz have had quite a bit of success here at Maverik Center this season. They are 11-6 on home ice. They have outscored opponents 58-48. And both teams have one goal here in the first period. Rapid City has outshot Utah 10-7. Brett Stapley, who's got a point in 11 of his last 12 games, will take the draw. As Adam Berg was the Optum first goal of the game, scores 7:42 in. That tied it up at 1 with McMessner and Kyle Mayhew getting the assists. Grizzlies win the draw. Bocage gets blasted by Tyson Helgeson. Now Helgeson gets blasted by Bocage. Puck bounces at center ice. Rush lose it as Mayhew gets it back to Wesley. He'll tap it off the boards, far side. It bounced off of Bocage's stick and goes back to Rapid City. Rush gains center ice, and lifting in is Riley Janelle as Mayhew will outlet it out. Actually, Minor outlet it out to neutral ice. Pass is taken away by Rapid City. Charles Martin near side will throw it back. Now it goes back towards Martin on the give and go from Hoffman. He moves it ahead, does Martin. It's picked off by Utah at their blue line. Rink-wide pass. Cutler chases after the pass went wide. It goes to Stapley, left circle. He'll take a righty shot that goes wide as Wesley back towards Stapley on the right side. Gets to Bocage to take a right wing shot. And a save by Murphy. Puck bounces in the slot. Cutler gets held up near a circle, but he gathers it as Cutler looks over his left shoulder. Now Brandon Cutler throws it towards Stapley in the near corner. Stapley skates back towards Cutler. Now Stapley tried to drop it off from Mayhew, but the puck wobbled off his stick to neutral ice. As Wesley advanced it off of Bocage's stick, and Rapid City gets it back. Both teams make a change. About 3 minutes left in the first. Up ahead towards Bennett. He couldn't get it as icing is on the rush. It's Hoffman with an incomplete pass on the outlet pass to neutralize for Blake Bennett. Rapid City's been just about as good a team on the road as they've been at home. They are 9-9-1 on the road this season. At home, they are 8-10-1. The Grizzlies Ironman Tyler Penner will take the draw. When the Grizzlies were in Allen on the third game of the road trip, Tyler Penner played in his 200th career professional game in a row. All of them in a row with the Grizzlies. As Utah wins the draw, Teixeira right side lefty shot gets redirected by Murphy, who couldn't locate it. Zach Hoffman has the puck. He'll skate around his own net. Rush outlet it to the right side for Aliardi. Across the center. Now he gains the line and feeds it to his left for Bennett. He'll take a shot that's blocked by Teixeira's stick. As Aragon gets pushed, he goes back towards Jared Gorley. Gorley back in his blue line over to Aliardi, back towards Gorley. As the pass is wide of him, Gorley will chase after it in the far corner. 2.5 minutes left in the first, still tied at 1. Outlet pass towards Aliardi. It bounced off of his stick as Aliardi gets pushed by Wickers. Those guys were teammates last year. Minor feeds it towards the near wing boards. It goes to the right point. Rush kick it to the corner as Koella gets pushed by Wickers. Puck slides slowly towards the far side. Gorley gets it up top as Rydell with a lefty shot that goes wide. Puck ricochets towards Aliardi, who will whip it around the wall. Now behind Utah's net, Rapid City skates towards the near side. As the Rush get pushed by Wickers, Rapid City still has it. Koella gets up top to Aliardi. Righty shot goes wide as Rydell gets pushed. Rydell skates around the net towards the near side. Aragon took it away. Aragon moves the head. Fitz gathers the puck. He races towards the zone. Left side, right backhand shot goes wide as Gallant over in the right point kicks to the corner for Burke. It's taken away by Koella, who slides it to neutral ice. Gallant gets the puck. He'll skate back in down the middle. Gallant gets pushed but keeps his balance. He gets over to the right side for Sandelin. Righty shot blocked away by Murphy. Left side shot saved by Murphy as Burke had the rebound and had a good look from the left side. Wesley over in the far corner skates around the net trying to throw it out in front to Burke. Pass goes wide and it kicks off the near wing boards all the way towards Minor, who gathers it just to the side of his crease. He'll move it ahead as the Grizzlies make a change. Sandelin over towards Burke, who crosses center ice. Burke gains the line and literally gets kicked away by Martin as the Rush come back the other way. Nelson gains the line, trying to get to Gravel. Passes behind him as Sandelin rolls along the far side. Puck bounced off a Rush skater as Gallant gets pushed. And now it goes out to center ice. Sandelin got hit at neutral ice. He'll come off as Martin skates back in. He'll drop it off for Yamamoto right side. He fires it to Nelson. Back to Gravel. Take a lefty shot. And it's blocked away by Stapley. As the puck goes back to the right side for Helgeson, he gets it up top. As Gravel slides to the far goal line, they kick it out in front towards Yamamoto. It gets boxed out by Mayhew. Puck goes back to the left side. Great job by Kyle Mayhew. Now Nelson behind the net. They'll throw it to the near corner. Martin chases after it with Cutler as they collide. As Nelson spins along the far side. 25 seconds left in the period. Helgeson over to Martin. Back to Helgeson, the left side, who skates towards the circle. Take a lefty shot. Glove save by Minor. Boy, great stop by Trent as Tyson Helgeson got everything on a lefty shot over in the left point. As Helgeson actually started in the point and then skated towards the circle, well, he fired a blast, but Trent Minor was able to make a good stop. Minor's had pretty good numbers in the AHL this season. In fact, with the Eagles, He's got a .913 save percentage and a 2.51 goals against average. 19.2 seconds left in the first. We're tied at 1. Rush get the draw. Left wing righty shot is saved by Minor. That shot was taken by Brandon Yeamans, who has 3 goals this season. As the Rush won the faceoff and Yeamans fired away. Now there's 16 seconds left in the first. Rush have taken 12 shots. The Grizzlies have 10. Draw won by Rapid City as Hoffman fires towards the net. Saved by Minor. Grizzlies couldn't clear it out. Slot shot by Janelle is blocked by Penner. Puck goes to the far corner. Big collision as Semick gets pushed. Grizzlies clear it out. Puck rolls towards Murphy, who lets it go. And icing is going to be on Utah with 0.3 seconds left in the first. So less than a second left in the first. Looks like we'll be tied at 1 after 1 period. As Logan Nelson scored 11 seconds in with Tyson Helgeson and Keanu Yamamoto getting the assist. Grizzlies tied it up 7:42 in with Berg getting his 7th of the year. McMessner got his 8th assist, and Kyle Mayhew picked up his 16th assist of the season. Draws in the far circle, Jimmy Soper and Tyler Penner. And puck is dropped, and that will do it for 20 minutes over at Maverik Center. So the Rush scored first, but the Grizzlies answered back. Shots are pretty close to even in the first period. 13 for the Rush and 10 for the Grizzlies. As both teams will head to the locker room. The only penalty of the first period, Josh Wesley got a delay of game minor, 1:28 into the contest. We'll come back and recap the first 20 minutes of play. And we'll also talk with Tim Broussard and get his thoughts on what he saw, as there was a bit of a feeling out process once Rapid City had made it 1-0. Grizzlies ended up tying it up, and it looks like it's going to be a fun 3-game series. As Utah and Rapid City each head to the locker room, tied at 1. We'll come back and recap the first 20 minutes of play. It's the Grizzlies 1 and the Rush 1.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh forever.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Maverik's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
Welcome back to Maverik Center. First intermission, and we're tied at 1 by Rapid City. You talk about getting off to a fast start. Remember last Friday, Kansas City scored 12 seconds into the game. Well, Rapid City did one better. They scored 11 seconds into the game with Logan Nelson. Just kind of, once he got down the middle, it was him and Minor, and it just kind of worked it. Just kind of fake from left to right, and then he just kind of forehand, 5-hole pass Trent Minor for the goal. Nelson got his 13th of the year. Keanu Yamamoto and Tyson Helgeson got the assists. Later in the first, Grizzlies tied it up. Adam Berg got his 7th goal of the season with Messner and Kyle Mayhew getting the assists. While the score was 1-0, Josh Wesley gave a fan a souvenir as he tried to backhand it off the glass and just got too much air under it. That penalty was 1:28 into the frame. Rapid City had 3 shots on the power play, but they couldn't come through. As the Grizzlies' penalty kill, even though it's still ranked last in the league, they were 6 for 6 on Saturday, and they're off to a good start here this evening. So that's the scoring in the first period. Nelson for Rapid City, and then Berg for Utah, 7:42 in. Rush had a bit of a shot edge, 13-10. Although remember, they did have 3 shots on that power play, so that probably makes the difference there. For Utah and their 10 shots, they are led by Ryan Sandelin, who had 3 shots. Sandelin has spent the majority of the season in the AHL with the Colorado Eagles, where he has 3 goals in 20 games and a +6 rating. Alex Bocage in his Grizzlies debut has 2 shots. And I got to say, the scouting report about him having a lethal shot looks like it's accurate. It looks like he fires away from either circle, and it just gets to goaltenders in a hurry. As you talk about when you see baseball players that the ball just jumps off their bat, seems like with Bocage, the puck just flies off his stick. As he's got a beautiful-looking shot. He took 2 of them in the first period. But both of them were saved by Connor Murphy. 5 of the Grizzlies had 1 shot in the first period, including Messner, Berg, Wesley, Burke, and Mayhew. And obviously Adam Berg's 1 shot found the back of the net, 7:42 in. For Rapid City, they had 13 shots in the first. Zach Hoffman, Simon Boyko, and Logan Nelson each have 2 shots, with one of Nelson's 2 shots finding the back of the net. 1 shot each for Will Rydell, along with Brett Gravel, Tyson Helgeson, Charles Martin, Jared Gorley, and Brandon Niemans. And Blake Bennett also had 1 shot in the first period. So we're tied at 1. Scoring chances in the first, Utah had 5, Rapid City had 4. Rush had a slight edge in the faceoff circle, 8-6. Grizzlies had 9 hits to Rapid City's 4. Grizzlies had 6 giveaways in the first period. Rapid City had 3. So probably too many giveaways for the Grizzlies there in the first, but it's anybody's game right now. Through 20 minutes, we're tied at 1. And we mentioned it in the pregame show, but Rapid City's best period this season has been the first. It's the only period so far this year where the Rush have a positive goal differential. And after this first period here tonight, the Rush have 42 goals in the first, and they've allowed 37. Now the Rush in the final 2 frames of regulation have a -24 goal differential. Whereas the Grizzlies, it seems like as the game progresses, the Grizzlies continue to get better and better. We'll see what happens the rest of this game. I'm really looking forward to the other 2 games here at Maverik Center. Friday night's going to be an AFCU Friday. That's the middle of this 3-game series. And with AFCU Fridays, tickets start just $10 when you pay using your AFCU debit or credit card at the Maverik Center box office. And Saturday is going to be a ton of fun. Saturday's the Guns and Hoses extravaganza with 3 charity games starting at around 12:30, leading up to the Grizzlies game at 7:10. Game's probably going to be a sellout, so make sure to get your tickets while they're still available at UtahGrizzlies.com. When we come back, we'll talk with Tim Broussard to get his thoughts on what he saw in the first period, as the Rush scored 11 seconds in, and then later on in the period, Adam Berg responded with the tying goal. It's the Rush 1 and the Grizzlies 1 right here on the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies hockey. First intermission, we're tied at 1. Tim, last Friday, Kansas City scored 12 seconds into the game, and Rapid City did them one better, scoring 11 seconds in. I think it was actually 10 seconds in, and then somehow an extra second trickled off. But it was quick.
Yeah, we were down there just coming off the ice from the national anthem and doing our media requirements down there, and we're all looking at each other like, wait, what just happened?
It's already 1-0.
Yeah, you got to be kidding. Come on, guys.
Seems like the Grizzlies bounced back after that, though, and eventually got a goal with Adam Berg tying it up.
Yeah, and that was pretty. So that was just a follow-up goal, and Berg coming in and taking the angle that he did, just went off to the side, and Connor really didn't have much of a chance to do anything with it.
What'd you notice about the Rapid City attack?
A lot of loops and a lot of sweeping motion. So they're trying to do a loop And their goal actually to begin with was a set play with Nelson coming around the side and then down this. He actually tries to do that to give himself some time and space and look for that mismatch as he enters the zone, and he's looking for that defenseman to bite one way or the other, and then the pass goes to the other man. So the design of that play was really just kind of to get into the gain the zone, and it ended up he ended up with the opportunity to score. So I think but what they're really doing is they're just looking for any type of lanes since then, and they've got the green light to shoot. And then rather than try to pass and work something into the interior, they're going for the shot and looking for that rebound from their sweepers out in front, trying to get that in on Trent Miner.
What did you notice in the Grizzlies defensive unit in the first period?
Our puck and man awareness needs to improve a little bit. We don't have our heads on a swivel, so to speak. It seems to be like we got a little bit of tunnel vision. We're letting guys kind of get behind us, going wide, then letting them come back in. I thought towards the second half of the period, maybe even the last third of the period, we did a better job of collapsing and accounting for man on the puck down low. And so there wasn't that opportunity. We did that as a sacrifice, though, of not being able to challenge up high. So we brought down and collapsed a little bit, but then they were able to work the passing game. So this is fun, watching the chess match between the two coaches, Burt and Kanaswich.
Those guys have pretty similar hockey philosophies. What about the Grizzlies' offense in the first period? What did you notice, except for really what I noticed was Bocage, his shot is as advertised.
Yeah, it's hard, it's fast, and there is action on it. And even if you're as a goalie, if you're able to get in the way, you have no idea where that rebound's going to go. And the way that their goalie is playing, he plays very upright, aggressive, but he leaves lively rebounds. So watch for more rebounds coming in and let Bocage, just line up those monster blasts and, make the other goalie just try to handle it or do something with it. And so far he's really kind of struggled and yet to prove himself that he's worthy of handling that hot shot.
Ryan Sandelin's one of those guys. He seems to be a very smart player in the games I've seen with the Grizzlies. He's obviously the son of a coach, Scott Sandelin, the University of Minnesota Duluth head coach. That's his dad. And so you can just tell that he's the guy that's going to be in the right place at the right time. And it felt like there was a couple occasions there along the right side where he just found himself a good scoring chance just by being in the right place.
Puck awareness and hockey IQ. And honestly, I don't think we were playing with a lot of that to start the game, and not just the first 10 seconds, but kind of clumpy a little bit. But with Sandelin being in there, I think he's showing a little bit of the way, showing the light. Keep your head on a swivel. Let's look around. Let's kind of watch for that pass rather than playing, what we call mob hockey, and everybody just moves in little clumps around there. And you mentioned the attack. I think that was kind of lacking on our attack. It just seemed like how are we gaining the zone? Well, it's one man trying to beat four and maybe work out something that way. Well, that's not working too good without puck support. So let's see what we can do on the puck support side and then attack the zone as a unit rather than as a one-man on.
Seeing Quinn Wickers be very active in the first period reminds me that he played with Rapid City for the last 2 years. And a lot of times we talk about revenge games and stuff, but I think part of why you see those revenge games and see guys play well against their former teams is they know the system inside and out. And Quinn Wickers obviously was a teammate with quite a few of those Rapid City players last year. So I think he's going to be an X factor in this series, just being a guy that seems to know where the attack is going for Rapid City.
And to quantify that, you kind of key in on a lot of the players' tendencies.
Yeah.
Or if a player is playing a certain way, how the coach is going to instruct him to play in the system that he wants for that particular time. And if you're a Quinn Wickers and you can kind of see what's going on, you kind of pick up on those tendencies and you're waiting for those cues. And a real test of that is if he starts jumping in the passing lanes and start jumping on passes early. That'll be the cue, like, oh, he's dialed into exactly what the former system was that he had just come from.
And the big thing is Rapid City, a lot of their key forwards are guys that are returning from previous seasons. Logan Nelson, Brett Gravel, Yamamoto, those kind of guys.
Right, so you're going to leave that map or that little footprint out there for somebody like that from a previous teammate to come in and read, and hopefully we get to be the beneficiary of it and not just kind of admire it from up here, but hopefully we can hit a tally on the scoreboard from it.
What do you think we'll see here in the second period?
I like the energy in the second half of the period. Wasn't a fan of it in the first. The feeling out, I get that. I want to see the coaches open it up a little bit. and attack as a unit kind of, versus just send one man in and then you got two guys kind of off in the wing. You just go for broke. I want to see this all out, and both teams are capable of it. And just the West Coast offense, kind of the run and gun, and just open it up.
I think both teams wanted to be disciplined. We only saw the one penalty in the first period, and that was a delay of game.
Right, and that is by design, folks. That doesn't happen by accident. That's instructions for the coach, neither wanting to give the other that opportunity for a power play, or at least limit those opportunities because of the skill of Kanasowicz and Burt to be able to orchestrate what they want their team to do on a power play.
And to be quite frank, both teams have struggled in the special teams department. Grizzlies near the bottom of the league in both power play and penalty kill. Rapid City is 23rd in the league in both the power play and the penalty kill. So I don't think either team wants to take a bunch of penalties here in this series.
Right, exactly. So if this is the one time to get better on that, here's your opportunity. But hopefully the ref is going to kind of let them play and not call the ticky-tack. There's a couple of marginal calls, and they went both ways, and I'm glad to see that the ref kind of let it go versus trying to have a micromanaged game. That's not fun to watch.
Although I thought Rapid City worked the puck around pretty well in their power play. I mean, Nelson's got a pretty good shot, but Blake Bennett's been one of their top goal scorers, and he's somebody to watch out for as well.
I think some of that was because the Grizzlies were ready to collapse in on that, and even though it was early. But when you do that, you kind of push out the pass, and you don't challenge the high open lanes, and that means that they're open. So they're kind of trading passing lanes for shooting lanes. We're going to clog up the shooting lanes, but that means the passing lanes up high are going to be open, so they'll be able to move it back and forth. I have not seen Rapid City really try to overload one side for the purposes of showcasing a one-timer off to the wing. Have yet to see that. I would expect to see that coming up.
Well, thanks for the time. We'll talk to you second intermission.
Thanks, Tyson.
That's Grizzlies insider Tim Broussard. When we come back, we'll have second period action. We're tied at 1 between the Grizzlies and the Rush on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West, or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual.
To save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smiths app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smiths, fresh for everyone.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Welcome back to Maverik Center. Grizzlies and Rush tied at 1. Trent Miner in net for the first time since last week as he was reassigned from the AHL's Colorado Eagles. He did make one appearance on the road trip. That was a couple weeks ago. I think it was actually 14 days ago in Allen on January 10th. That was a game where Allen won 5-4. Miner stopped 12 of 13 in the first period. On the other side, first time that Connor Murphy has faced the Grizzlies. He's a first-year pro, 6'4" and 201 pounds. He played with two different colleges, including Union College, over the last 2 seasons. Murphy and Calgary Flames themed pads. He has spent some time in the AHL this season. He made his AHL debut on December 17th for the Calgary Wranglers. Rapid City is affiliated with the Calgary Flames and Calgary Wranglers. The Grizzlies are affiliated with the Colorado Avalanche and Colorado Eagles. Looks like a pretty good Wednesday night crowd. Hopefully we'll have some outstanding crowds here for the next two games. Friday night's going to be an AFCU Friday. Hopefully we'll have a big crowd. And then Saturday's the Guns N' Hoses extravaganza, which almost feels like the biggest home game every season. Remember, it was about this time of year last season when Rapid City was in town for a 3-game series, and the Grizzlies swept Rapid City all 3 games. Now, remember, January 27th of last year, that was the middle of a 3-game set. Brandon Cutler had 4 goals and 2 assists. He's been outstanding against Rapid City, and he'll be on the ice here to start the second period with Brett Stapley and Alex Bocage. The defensive pairing is Mayhew and Wesley. Same 5 on the ice at the start of the game for Rapid City. Grizzlies win the draw as Mayhew gains center ice. He gets blasted by Tyson Helgeson, who's just delivered one big hit after another here tonight. As Bocage gets to Wesley at the Utah blue line, Grizzlies skate from left to right. They move it ahead, and it's saucered back by Tyson Helgeson towards Wesley. Grizzlies move it towards Bocage, who gains the line before he gets pushed by Charles Martin. Puck goes to Cutler, who gets hit by Helgeson, who Helgeson just delivers another hit. As Stapley gets in front of the net towards Bocage. Now Cutler gets it tapped away, and the puck goes back to Rapid City as Yamamoto with good speed crosses center ice. He'll fling it to his left for Nelson. Nelson backhands it towards Yamamoto. Shot! And it's blocked away by Minor. Nelson gets it up top as the Rush get it towards Gravel, who slides to his left. Will Rydell with a shot that bounced off of Yamamoto. As Teixeira moves it to his left for Wesley, who gets to center ice, and he fires it in. Chasing after it, Sandelin, the son of Scott Sandelin, the UMD head coach. UMD won a national championship with Sandelin at the helm a few years ago. Puck goes to Yamamoto, who gains the line. He skates around Coella. He has it tap off his stick. Rush will exit the zone. They'll peel back into their own end as Jared Gorley will backhand it ahead. Chasing after it is Sandelin. He gets pushed by Bennett. Puck goes to Coella. He skates towards the corner. Gallant with a push as Coella loses his balance. Semick will backhand it up top as Nick Parody fires it from the left side. It's blocked away by a stick. Puck laying in the slot as Bennett gets up top to Hoffman. Zach Hoffman gets to the far corner as the Rush skate around the right circle, take a lefty shot that's blocked away. The shot was taken by Bennett. Grizzlies clearing out to center. Hoffman chases after it deep in the Rush zone, and the arm is raised by the linesman as the Grizzlies are called for icing with 18 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first. Make sure to go to the Grizzlies team store. I actually went to the Grizzlies team store before the game, and I got a beautiful looking hat which resembles the Grizzlies' alternate jersey that they wore last week in Kansas City with that capital green G in the front of the hat. It's a beautiful look. Go to the Grizzlies team store and get that hat. You can get them in fitted, or you can get them in snapback. 2 different styles with that hat. Grizzlies win the draw. They skate from left to right. They move it towards Nathan Burke, who crosses center ice. Burke will loft it in. Murphy behind his net gathers it. Grizzlies change up skaters 2 minutes into the second. Pass towards the left side. Flies off the Coella's stick. Minor behind his net, kicks to the far side. Now Penner, the Grizzlies Iron Man, up ahead towards Fitz. As Penner will bat it into the Rush bench. As he was looking for Fitz, the puck ended up back with Penner. So the draw is going to be in the Grizzlies zone. Tyler Penner looks like, couldn't tell if he's sporting the beard or not. Looks like he's got about a 5-day growth. Penner, I think in the first period, got hit with a puck. You could see a little bit of a shiner there on one of his cheeks. Penner taking the draw with Aragon and Dylan Fitz. By Josh Wesley and Kyle Mayhew have played a lot of minutes already tonight. They're the defensive pairing for the Grizz. If you missed last week's action, defenseman Brian Yoon was loaned to the Hartford Wolfpack of the AHL. Yoon leads the Grizzlies with a plus 11 rating. Grizzlies win the draw. Fitz gets to the Utah blue line and lifts it in. Puck goes back to Rapid City. Jimmy Soper, the former Tulsa Oiler, fires it in. Minor has it go off his stick and glides off the end boards. Now far side shot hits the side of the net. Now left side, Helgeson with a blast that goes wide. Aliardi throws it across. It ricochets off the near wall. It goes to Dylan Fitz, who moves it ahead. Helgeson gets a stick in the way as the puck flies to center ice. Puck goes near the Grizzlies bench. Aragon chases after it. Penner in the area. Aragon gets hit in the back. Penner at neutral ice will back it out to Mayhew. Crosses center ice. He slides it across to Wesley. Wesley fires it around the wall. And we get a fight as Aaron Aragon's in a fight. Rapid City drags down Aaron Aragon on 2 punches as Brandon Yeamans fought Aaron Aragon. A quick fight. Looks like Aragon has drawn blood as he is bleeding right below his left eye. As the referee is going to tell him to get it looked after as Aaron Aragon and Brandon Yeamans fought in front of the Grizzlies bench. 2 or 3 blasts by Yeamans' fist, and Aragon hit the ice. As Yeamans gets his pads and gloves from Jimmy Soper and Tyson Helgeson. Aragon will get patched up over in the locker room as he was sporting some blood. Yeamans is in the box. So we got our first fight of the homestand with 17-11 left in the second. As Aaron Aragon and Brandon Yeamans each get 5 minutes for fighting, 2:49 into the second period. Although here at Maverik Center, it's still listed as the first period on the scoreboard. Draw's going to be near the Grizzlies bench where the fight took place. Mick Messner will take the draw. Messner's got 3 shorthanded goals this season. Puck won by Rapid City. It goes between their defensive pairing. They chase after it as Jared Gorley feeds it to the far side. It bounced off the stick. Messner tried to push it ahead. Rapid City gathers it, and they cross center ice, and they wing it around the boards. Rush towards the near side, get double teamed by Wesley and Sandlin. Sandlin brushes ahead and chases after it. 3-on-1. Sandlin centers it to Burke. He'll skate in. Shot. Saved by Murphy as Adam Berg had a pretty good look on a breakaway after a pass from Nathan Burke, the law firm. As puck ahead. Rapid City's James Hardy skates towards the left circle. Take a lefty shot. Kick saved by Minor. Hardy loses the puck. Mayhew gets it. Action starting to pick up. 2-on-2. Bocage over to Mayhew. Gains the line. Gets over towards Berg, who has a tap off this stick towards Mayhew in the near corner. Mayhew wearing number 27, the all-star representative, fires towards the net. And it collides off of Zach Hoffman stick and it goes wide. Stapley over towards Bocage, trying to get it back towards Stapley. Hoffman cut in front of him to take the puck. He slides it towards the near side. Stapley battles with Hardy. Now Bocage gets it right side. Righty shot. Glove saved by Murphy. And that was the velocity on the shot we were talking about. Bocage, boy, there wasn't much time between his stick and Murphy's glove. That puck was in the air for maybe half a second, if that. Probably more like a quarter of a second. The reaction time there on the Murphy shot. Bocage just fired it right into his glove, but there was a lot of steam on that shot. That's one of Bocage's biggest strengths, and he's displayed that over the last 2.5 years with the AHL's Colorado Eagles. Stapley will take the draw near side of the rush zone. Grizzlies win the offensive zone face-off. Teixeira over towards Bocage, who gets pushed by Helgeson. Bocage around the net towards the far side. He chips it up top, but it goes back towards Bocage. He's in the left side. Take a shot. He scores! Grizzlies take a 2-1 lead as Cutler might have gotten a piece of it. Cutler and Bocage talk it over. And it looks like Alex Bocage gets his first goal in a Grizzlies uniform as he fired a rocket from the left point. For a second, Bocage thought that Cutler got a piece of it. Cutler's telling Bocage, you got that one cleanly. As Bocage tried to get it up top, it bounced off a rush stick back towards Bocage. Bocage fired towards the net. If it got redirected, it could have been Stapley out in front. Cutler was out there as well. As that was a beautiful-looking shot. And to get that sort of velocity when it looked like on the angle he was trying to shoot from, fabulous. Utah leads 2-1. Rapid City wins the draw. They angle past the right side, rush enter. Gravel tries to backhand it towards the net. It bounces off of Wickers. Wickers played 2 years with Rapid City. And now the puck goes off the near wall. Helgeson gets pushed by Sandel, and we get a whistle. And it looks like a hand pass might be called. 15:33 left in the second. Draw's going to be in the Grizzlies zone. Actually, the net got dislodged, and the referee spotted it, so they'll put the net back in place, and that's why the whistle blew. So Draw's going to be in the Grizzlies zone. Right now, it's listed as unassisted for Bocage. Remember, Bocage tried to throw a pass, and it bounced off a rush stick back towards him, which might have restarted the play. And so because of that, I think the off-ice officials are looking it over to see if an assist is going to get credited to on that Bocage goal that was scored 4:06 in. Draw's going to be in the near circle. Logan Nelson will take it against Gallant. Gallant wins the draw. Sandlin skates around his net. He'll feed it to the near side for Wesley, who lifts it out the center as the puck goes past Adam Berg. Chasing after it's Tyson Helgeson, and icing is on Utah. So we'll come back towards Trent Miner with 15:22 left in the second. So Grizzlies have scored 2 unanswered. We got to call it the law firm of Berg and Burke. You know, Adam Berg ended up scoring 7:42 into the first with Messner and Mayhew getting an assist, and then 4:06 into the second. The off-ice officials look like they're looking it over right now to see if there's going to be an assist. Right now it's listed as unassisted, scored by Alex Bocage in his Grizzlies debut, 4:06 into the second. As a draw won by Rapid City, shot saved by Minor as Blake Bennett was in the area, flexing his stick after taking the shot. Bennett played the last 4 seasons at the American International College, AIC. He scored 22 goals in 38 games his senior year last year, and he's off to a good start in his pro career. 16 goals this season. Grizzlies won the draw. Burke up ahead to Sandelin, who gets around the Rapid City defense. Sandelin, right wing, righty shot. Saved by Murphy, and he holds on, and Aliardi's attacking a Grizzlies player. I think that's the former Grizzly Wickers he's going after. Yeah, the 2 former teammates talking things over. Aliardi, sporting a beard, is very upset. Aliardi giving the riot act to Quinn Wickers. He thinks Wickers got too close to his goaltender. It looked like Murphy had bobbled it for a second. Aliardi, who kind of resembles Colorado Rockies outfielder Charlie Blackmon. Now Aliardi's finally calmed down. Referee, I think, is pointing towards the penalty box. Wait, Aliardi was heated. Unfortunately, from the Grizzlies' perspective, it looks like Quinn Wickers is also going to the box. I think Wickers is trying to figure out, what did I do? On that goal, we were saying that the off-ice officials were looking it over, the one that Bokaj scored. They added an assist to Brett Stapley and Keone Teixeira, and that's important because that means Stapley now has a point in 12 of his last 13 games. As Sandelin skated in, and then looked like Murphy bobbled it for a second, and then Wickers with one tap, and Aliardi just lost it. He lost it because Wickers had seen that Murphy was bobbling it, and so Wickers just kind of took the stick and tried to jab it in the back of the net. And Aliardi took Wickers' stick and slapped it and then started pushing Aliardi, then started pushing. I don't think that's Disney approval, what Aliardi was saying to Wickers. I don't think you can repeat that on ESPN, although Pat McAfee says probably a lot worse on ESPN on a daily basis. Looks like we'll skate 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. 15-11 left in the second. Wickers normally mild-mannered. So it looks like both guys get matching roughing minors. Well, Wickers got a slash, and then Aliardi got a rough. So slashing for Wickers, Aliardi got a roughing minor. Both penalties offset. We'll skate 4-on-4. Stapley will take the draw in the near circle. He wins it. Josh Wesley up top gets it. High slot. He'll feed it to his left for Mayhew. Back up top to Bokaj, who skates towards his left. Bokaj in the left point. Fakes it to Wesley. Bokaj skates towards his right. Rapid City pokes it out of the zone. Near side, center ice. Bokaj gets it. He gets pushed by Rydell. Rydell pokes it away from Bokaj again. This time it goes deep in the Grizzlies zone behind Utah's net as Mayhew delivers a hit on Maurizio Coella. And the puck goes back towards Mayhew, who's over in the far circle. He slides it across to Wesley. With the long strides, Wesley crosses center ice. He'll drag the puck in the zone. Right circle, take a righty shot. And gets too much air under it, as I think it might have bounced off of Rydell's stick. Murphy behind his net plays the puck as he'll throw it to Rydell on the near side, who's got good size. He moves to center ice for Bennett, who moves it towards Coella. Back to Bennett. Near goal line, he'll take a lefty shot, and the net gets dislodged. As Bennett had a really tough angle there as he was skating towards the goal line. Miner was just protecting the near side, and the net just came out of place as Bennett was taking the shot. 14:20 left in the second, as that's the second time that particular net has come unhinged here to start the second period. 1:09 left in the 4-on-4. Grizzlies this season have 3 goals in a 4-on-4 situation, and one of them scored by the opposition, 4-on-4. They might give Miner a warning about dislodging the net. I saw it called once in Rapid City in the 2018-2019 season with Joe Canada. But it's one of those penalties you'll hardly ever see called. Drowsky in the far circle. Cutler will take it against Logan Nelson. Nelson wins the draw, goes up top as Charles Martin skates towards his left. Martin, he's now on the near side. He stops at the point. He gets pushed by Cutler. Puck exits the zone. Almost looked like Martin meant for it to exit the zone so Rapid City can reset. Martin gains the line, skates with momentum. Right circle, take a righty shot, hits the side of the net. Martin gets it back near side. He gets around the referee. Martin with good speed. Skates towards his right. He'll take a righty shot, and it's blocked away near Sandelin. Now Rapid City skates around the net, over towards Helgeson. He swings, and it's blocked by Sandelin. Cutler moves to his right for Semick. Semick gains the line with good speed. Semick looks in the right circle, gets it across. It bounced off a stick of Jimmy Soper. Soper gets it back. Long-range pass bounces off a Nelson stick. It goes deep in the Grizzlies zone as Nelson chases after it. As he gets hit, as Grizzlies get the puck. 22 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Teixeira will hit it off of Semick. Now Semick gets it from Cutler. Semick crosses center ice. No, wrap it around the wall. As the puck goes to Rapid City, near side. Ravel throws it across. Gormley now back towards Hoffman, who gains the line. He'll pitch it across. Gorley gets it. He'll tap it off the Wesley stick. Puck goes to the far corner. Nathan Burke gets it. And we're back to 5-on-5 skating as Grizzlies get the puck. Burke slides to center ice, goes back towards Hoffman, who gets it across towards Yamamoto, who banks it off the near boards, goes to Aliardi, sporting a beard, kind of Charlie Blackman-esque. Blackman, the outfielder for the Colorado Rockies. Long-range pass connects to Aliardi. He'll skate towards the far circle. Centering pass to Yamamoto is picked off by Wesley. Messner moved it towards Burke, who gets it. Nathan Burke crosses center ice, so move it ahead towards Gallant, who couldn't reach it. Gallant chases after it deep in the rush zone. As Rapid City spins along the near side. It goes to Teixeira at the Utah blue line. He'll move it ahead towards Messner. Messner gains the line and gets hit by Rydell. Messner chases after it, 2-on-2. Berg pushes Martin, who feeds along the far wing boards to center ice. Now it goes to Bennett, who crosses center ice. Bennett gains the line and gets tripped up in the right point by Penner, no call. Berg chases after it. Fitz looking nearby. 2-on-2 battle on the far side. Fitz with a push. 3-on-2. Grizzlies have the edge as Bennett kicks it back. Coella, right circle. It takes a shot and swings and misses. Now left side shot saved by Minor. Rebound shot saved by Minor again. Both the first and second shot were taken by Nick Parody. And the puck goes back to Utah. Teixeira moves it ahead. Berg throws it between the legs of Bennett. It goes to neutralize. Fitz lifts it in the air. Bouncing puck at center ice. Bennett will shovel it towards his bench. He gathers it and backhands it in deep. Wickers avoids a check. It's Wickers over there nearby. Goes in front of the Grizzlies net. Now back up top. Hoffman with a hot pass. It's bounced off a rush stick. As Boyko gets it back towards Hoffman. Right side, like a righty shot. That's blocked away. Now goes up top. Bennett, right point. Lefty shot. Saved by Minor. Trenton holds on. 11 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second period. Time out of the ice. We'll take one as well. Utah leads 2-1 as Adam Berg and Alex Bocage have the Grizzlies goals. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
So Grizzlies 2 and the Rush 1. As Rapid City scored 11 seconds into the contest, and they haven't scored since. Logan Nelson got that goal. Adam Berg gave Utah a 1-1 tie, 7:42 into the first, and Alex Bocage gave the Grizzlies a 2-1 lead. He scored 4:06 in. Stapley and Teixeira had the assist on the Bocage goal. And for Stapley, he now leads the team with 25 assists this season. Draw one by the Rush. They're in the attack zone, skating from right to left. They'll take a righty shot. It gets redirected and kicked away by Minor. Great save by Trent. And Stapley has a bounce off a Rush skate, right side. As Minor goes down, shot, saved by Minor. And no goal. Somehow Trent holds on. And the fans go nuts. Looks like high sticking is going to be a call. The Rush think that they have scored. James Hardy's skating, and he's going to high-five everybody on the Rush bench. The referee said there was no goal. They're going to look it over. Rapid City is talking it over, and they are celebrating as if they have tied the game. It looks like we're going to go to video replay as Minor had lost his balance and then got back to his feet. And it appeared that Minor was able to make the save. Rapid City, and in particular James Hardy, believes that they have scored. Hardy thinks he has gotten his 8th of the season. The referee might not have been in the position to figure out where the puck was in relation to the goal line. In this league, there are very few things that can be challenged, but the goal line is certainly one of them that is reviewable. So they're looking it over right now. They're not showing it on the video board at Maverik Center, probably to try to, I guess, have the crowd influence it one way or another. They might show us a replay once the officials made their determination. As they are looking at the pad right now, the referee is Tyler Haskell. The two linesmen are Craig Peterson and James McKenna. Looks like McKenna's in the box with Haskell. Haskell sees what he wanted to see as he gives the tablet. Actually, he's still looking at it. Looked like for a second they were done with the replay, but they're going to continue to look it over. Right now, the Grizzlies lead 2-1, but it's possible that Rapid City's tied it up at 2. 11:16 is left in the second period. Rush have a 21-14 shot edge as we're about halfway through the scheduled 60 minutes. Now Tyler Haskell drops the pad, and he comes out of the box. Let's see what his call's made. Now he's going to take one quick look at it again. Maybe it's a goal, and he was looking at the time on the play. And it looks like we got a good goal. We're tied at 2. Now Tyler Haskell's going to go explain to Ryan Kanasowicz what he saw. And Kanasowicz's look is priceless. He looks like he is not going to accept anything that he has seen. Kanasowicz didn't look like he was happy at all. Boy, that expression was priceless from Ryan Kanasowicz. As now they're going to show what happened. Minor had lost his balance, and the puck bounced off the Minor. Oh, I was close. As the puck trickled past him, did it cross the goal line? You probably have to go to slow motion, but they say it did. It looked like the Grizzlies are trying to scoop it out, but we're tied at 2. 11:18 left in the second. That's one of those you got to go super slow motion, and I imagine they did on the pad. As Rapid City has it, now Bocage in the offensive zone, near side. As he surveys, he gets to Cutler in the corner. As the Grizzlies in the attack zone up top for Wesley. It bounced off of his skate and goes to center ice. Mayhew will backpedal to his blue line. Now Mayhew does a button hook and throws it towards Bocage. He gets collided with Jimmy Soper. As the puck enters the zone, Rapid City throws it out. Mayhew gathers it at center ice. And now they get to Wesley right side. Wesley fires it in off the backboards as it rolls from one corner to the other. Rush will scoop it, and it goes out of the zone. Chasing after it's Teixeira. And for a second thought there'd be icing, none to be had. Both teams make a line change. Grizzlies deep in their own zone with it, skating from left to right. Teixeira near side gets the new trice. He moves it ahead to Gallant, who gains the line. Gallant with speed. Drops off for Sandelin. Righty shot kick saved by Murphy. Aliardi gets the rebound. He loses it center ice as Burke got a stick in the way. Burke lifts it high into the air. It bounces near Aliardi's ankle as Coella will fire it into the far side. Aliardi chases after it, but Quinn Wickers gathers it. Wickers and Aliardi exchanged a few words earlier in the second period as Gallant crosses center ice right wing. He gains line, centers to Burke. Will take a lefty shot that goes wide as Burke gets it off the boards. Burke loses it the far circle for Aliardi. Aliardi won a championship with Florida back in 2022. As the puck squirts out to center ice, Teixeira fires it back in as Aliardi throws it across. Good job by the Grizzlies not playing it near their bench. It could have been called for too many minutes. They were making a change. Wesley fires it off the near wing boards as Fitz will bank it off of Parody. Now Parody gets it and taking it away is Messner. Messner skates towards the right circle. Centers out in front, backhand shot. Save, rebound goes through. It goes through Connor Murphy and into the back of the net. And the Grizzlies have taken a 3-2 lead. As looks like Tyler Penner gets the goal for Utah. It's Penner's 5th of the season. What a beautiful pass out in front by Messner. Bounced off of Penner. And it looked like Murphy had made the save, and then the puck kind of trickled behind him and slowly crossed the goal line. As Messner got the Penner backhand shot, Murphy thought that he had smothered it, but instead just kind of trickled past him and went past the goal line. So Penner gets the goal. Messner's going to get an assist. It'll be Messner's second assist of the contest. 9:30 is left in the second period. Utah leads 3-2. As Grizzlies Iron Man gets his 5th of the year and 29th in a Grizzlies uniform. Rapid City starts the attack. Gravel throws it across. It bounced off Nelson's stick. As Grizzlies will bounce it off the near wing boards. As Gravel throws it towards the end wall. Yamamoto gets taken away by Mayhew. Now puck goes to Nelson, who gets hit by Penner. Goes Yamamoto behind the net. Gets pushed by Wesley. Gravel over in the near corner. Collides with Fitz. Mayhew trying to scramble the puck away. The puck goes back towards Nelson, who fires towards the net wide. As Nelson fired from the near wing boards. As the rush, Charles Martin with good speed. He gets pushed by Messner along the end wall. Fits over there with Nelson. As Martin holds his ground. Looks like Charles Martin's a pretty good player. Fitz rolls it to the near side. It's taken by Tyson Helgeson. He gets up top to Yamamoto. Left point, righty shot. Saved by Miners. He absorbs the body save near the logo in the front. Looked like Tyson Helgeson was trying to redirect it, but Yamamoto just fired it right to Miner. For Penner, sporting the beard, he was fired up after scoring the goal. It just kind of went five-hole past Connor Murphy. For Penner, it's his 30th goal in a Grizzlies uniform. This is his 182nd straight regular season game. Grizzlies win the draw as Semick carries out to new try. So feed it to his left for Cutler, who flies it in. Bocage near side, gets the puck. Bocage already a goal tonight. As he'll throw it towards the slot. Nobody home but Jimmy Soper, and Soper flips it to center ice. Near side, Snow moves ahead to Cutler, who fires it across near the Grizzlies bench. Taken by Semick, who gets to the line and throws it in. Puck glides slowly along the boards towards the near side. Soper will move it ahead. As the rush, diagonal pass will ricochet off the left wing boards. Hardy chases after it. Hardy scored that second goal for Rapid City. Sorry, pass out in front, bounced off the Gorley stick and goes wide. Now the Grizzlies have a 2-on-1. Stapley, right circle, calls his own number, take a shot, and hits the side of the net. Puck goes to the near corner, taken by Cutler, gets pushed by Yeamans. And Teixeira moves it ahead towards Cutler. It's taken away. Rapid City, Brandon Yeamans gains the line right side, trying to split a double team. And now Yeamans throws it between his legs in front of the net, and Cutler takes it away. Cutler flips it high into the air. It goes, I think that thing just about hit the roof. As that thing went over the video board, the whistle blew. Draw's going to be in the Grizzlies zone. That thing just about hit the roof if it didn't. And I think that might have been what Cutler was trying to do. As I think the fans are a little bit stunned. As the puck is ruled out of play. Probably went over the boards, over the, the catwalk there at Maverik Center. As Cutler entertains the crowd. Draws game in the far circle. 7:38 left in the second. It's the Grizzlies 3 and the Rush 2. Gallant will take the draw for Utah against Mauricio Coella. As Coella on the draw. Lands on his keister. Rush won the draw as they get it up top. Now they slide it to the left side for Helgeson. Left point. He'll fire it towards the net. It goes wide off the boards. As Nathan Burke will saucer it out to the goal. Cole Gallant. Gallant gets a 2-on-1. He skates towards the left side. Gallant centers the Sandal and take a shot. Saved by Murphy. Rebound shot and a score! Brian Sandelin gives Utah a 4-2 lead. Well, it looked like Rapid City was trying to get it to neutral ice. Gallant got it, and then once he got around the Rush defenseman, Utah had a 2-on-1. Gallant was to the left side, skated towards the circle, got around another Rush skater, centered it to Sandelin. Murphy made the initial save. Sandelin got the rebound in front of the crease and put it away. It's Sandelin's first goal in a Grizzlies uniform. He has 3 with Colorado this season. Colorado in the AHL. As looks like he scored with ease. Looked like Rapid City was looking at the video board wanting to get things checked out. Maybe they think because Sandelin got pretty close towards Murphy that goaltender interference should be the call. As now the referee and linesmen are talking it over. Sandelin gets the goal. Gallant and Burke with the assists. Right now it's a 4-2 game. If it's not a reviewable play, I think they're talking it over. The referee, Tyler Haskell, and one of the linesmen, as we're talking it over at center ice, Rapid City was very intently looking at the replay on the video board as they were wanting to see kind of the details of that goal. As it looked like Murphy had made the initial save. Gallant really was crafty, and Gallant was very patient, making sure that he didn't make that centering pass too soon. Got around a Rush skater, just kind of scooped it around the Rush defenseman onto Sandelin. And then Sandelin took the shot, bounced off of Murphy. Then Sandelin got it back. They say no goal. And Ryan Kanasowicz is going to be going crazy. Kanasowicz is going crazy. I don't think Kanasowicz understands. I'm not sure anybody here understands. So no goal on the play. It's still 3-2. Knaswich can't believe it. So the shot was taken by Sandlin, and then Murphy didn't cover it up. He didn't cover it up there. Oh, boy. We don't want to get on the officials too much. I imagine he says that Murphy covered up, but he never did. The fans are giving Tyler Haskell's report card, and I don't think it's a passing grade right now. Wesley can't believe it. If they say that Murphy covered up, we don't want to get on the officials too much, but that is not a good call at all. Rush win the draw. They flip it out to center ice. Puck bounces at neutral ice. Wesley gets it at his blue line. He moves it ahead. It goes past Penner. And it looks like no icing on the plays. It got redirected at neutral ice. Pitts far side gets it. Fires towards the net. Murphy makes a glove save. And he holds on with 7:01 left in the second. I mean, based on the replays we've seen, that's got to be the only way the goal got disallowed. Sandlin did not make any contact with Murphy. They didn't go to video replay because obviously the goal line was not in effect there. That had to be the only thing they were looking at. And the only reason why the goal was disallowed is that they said Murphy had covered it up. He never did, though. Draw won by the Rush. They're in their own zone, skating from right to left as Utah still leads 3-2. Rush cross center ice. They gained the line 3-on-2. They shovel it to the left for Yamamoto. He gets it across. Grizzlies get a stick in the way as it flies off the far glass. Now Tyson Helgeson gets it. The puck trickled past Mick Messner, and the puck goes towards Yamamoto on the left side. He couldn't reach it. Nelson couldn't get it either as Wesley lifts it out the center. Goes back to the Grizzlies captain. Wesley moves it ahead towards Bocage. He gets pushed by Helgeson. Bocage gains the line down the middle. He gets the stick held up by Helgeson. Helgeson's got Bocage's stick held up right in front of the referee. Puck goes to neutral ice, and we continue to skate 5-on-5. Penner moves ahead towards Bocage. Now it goes to Brett Gravel, who gains line, skates down the middle. He'll veer out to the left. He'll take a lefty shot. And it flies off of Wesley, sticking out of play. As Wesley doing a good job with redirections and block shots here so far as he's had an active game. So the puck goes out of play with 6:10 left in the second. Bocage now talking with Tyler Haskell right in front of the referee. Bocage, Helgeson held his stick for a good 4-5. Haskell's looking right at it. 6 seconds. Haskell shakes his head back and forth as Bocage is wanting a penalty, and Haskell said, nope. Clean play. You saw it right there on Flow Sports. Draws give me the near side. A lot of action here in the second period. Rush win the draw as they get to the right circle all alone. They center it out in front, and it bounces off the Minor and looks like puck's still in play. Now it trickles towards Minor. It's still in play. Rapid City in the slot gets pushed away as the puck glides towards the near boards. It goes to Bocage. He crosses center ice 3-on-3. Bocage gains the line, stops in the point. He directs it to Stapley as Bocage gets dragged down by Gunnell. Still no call. Teixeira backhands it out in front. Rapid City gets it. All looks like we do have a penalty. Interference is going to be the call. Let's see who goes to the box. 5:44 left in the second. And it's going to be on Riley Janelle. He goes to the box. He argues his case. Grizzlies are going to be on the power play for the first time tonight when we come back. 5:44 left in the second period. It's the Grizzlies 3 and the Rush 2 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
Janelle of Rapid City gets 2 minutes for interference. Time of penalty 14-16 into the second period. Utah leads 3-2. They're on the power play for the first time tonight. Grizzlies power play is 15.3% this season. Utah wins the draw. Fitz gets to Mayhew. Right point over to Stapley along the near boards. Stapley will direct it back to Mayhew, who fires it across towards Beauchamp. He'll take a shot, and it's blocked away. It goes back towards Bocage. He has a tap off his stick and chases after it at center ice. Bocage collides. It goes to Nelson. He skates around a rush skater and lose the puck as it's deep in the Grizzly zone. Now Nelson gets it back far circle. As a rush, dropping off in the right point and overskate it. Stapley across the center ice. Utah's a 3-on-2. Bokaj skates towards the left circle. Take a righty shot. It goes wide. And might have missed a little bit high as it tapped off the glass. Rush, get it to neutralize. Nelson will slide it ahead and chase after it, but Mayhew will get it. Nelson will come off the ice for a change. Less than 5 minutes left in the second period. Grizzlies up 3-2. 1:10 left in the power plays. Brandon Cutler skates down the middle. He crosses center ice. He'll saucer it to his left for Bokaj, who wings it around the boards. As Fitz over there hacking away. 2-on-2, make it 3-on-3 over in the near corner. Stapley over there with Soper, and Rapid City comes out of the pile with the puck as Soper will feed it all the way over Kyle Mayhew's head as it goes back towards Miner. Outlets it to Mayhew, who kicks it to his left. Puck bounces off the far boards. Grizzlies get it across. Nathan Burke skates towards the corner as Burke fires it around the wall. Sandelin chasing after it. Sandelin gets there before Soper and scoops it to Galan, who's behind the net. Back towards Sandelin. It bounced off of Martin's stick back towards Sandelin, who gets it up top for Wesley. Over to Teixeira, back to Wesley in the high slot. He gets it back to Teixeira. Right side, Teixeira just outside the circle across to Galan. He'll take a righty shot. Stick saved by Murphy, and it flies out of play off the protective netting. 4:02 left in the second period. 18 seconds left in the Grizzlies power play. Utah did a good job working the puck around. Sandelin had a pretty good look from the left side. As Gallant, Burke, and Sandelin talk things over. This is about as deep a forward lineup as the Grizzlies have had all year, especially with guys like Ryan Sandelin and Bokaj, who's got an outstanding shot. He already has one goal tonight. Grizzlies win the draw, far circle. Burke over there with Sandelin. As Burke has the puck, he's in the far corner. He gets dragged down, no call. As the puck deflects, stays in play, far side. We get a whistle. It looked like Berg just got tackled down. I think the puck ended up deflecting off the protective netting. That's why the whistle blew. As draw's going to be in the far side. 7 seconds left in the power play. Burke will take the draw. Sandelin to his right and Gallant to his left. Up top is Teixeira and Wesley. As a draw won by Rapid City, they throw it around their net. As a rush skate from right to left, Brett Gravel with good speed gets a neutralize. He crosses center. Sandelin nearby. Gravel gains line, drops off for Yamamoto. Left side, righty shot goes wide. He didn't get much on it. As a rusher back at full strength. As both teams are 0 for 1 on the power play. Tyson Helgeson crosses center ice. He fires it in. As ricochets off the right corner, Rapid City skates around Miner's net. They try to get it back up top towards Helgeson. It stays in the near corner. As play starting to get physical again. Burke over in the near corner. As Yamamoto nearby. Yamamoto took it away from him. He gets up top to Helgeson. Take a lefty shot. It bounced off his own guy. As Janelle had it smart off him. It hit off his backside. Right point. Martin flings it towards the far corner. Yamamoto couldn't reach it. Janelle collides with Burke as the puck glides along the near side. Sandelin gets it. Teixeira moves it ahead to Penner across the center ice. He fires on net, and Murphy makes a pad save. Both teams will make a line change. As in Grizzlies territory, Rush gained the line. Stone gets it. Delayed offside for the Rush. They let Stone get it to Semick. Now he moved ahead towards Berg. Berg gains the line, skates towards the far goal line. Berg around the net. He gets hit by Martin and gets divorced from the puck. Messing up top to Stone, who slides to Semick. Left point. Lefty shot. Stick saved by Murphy. Helgeson will backhand it past Penner. It hits off the Stone skate, and it goes into the Grizzlies zone. 2.5 minutes left in the second. It's 3-2 Grizzlies. As the Rush try to move it in, but they are offside with 2:25 left in the second. It looked like the Rush at one point had a big shot edge at 21-14. Grizzlies have really closed the gap. It's now 23 shots for Rapid City and 22 for Utah. So Grizzlies have taken 12 shots here in the second period, and the Rush have taken 10. Faceoff's going to be at center ice. Brett Stapley will take it against Maurizio Coella, who has 9 goals and 14 assists in 38 games. He's got a +5 rating. Draw won by Stapley and the Grizz as Quinn Wickers, a former Rush skater, moves it ahead. It tapped off the Stapley stick as Stapley gets pushed along the boards near his bench by Jared Gorley. As Gorley has the puck, he gets held up. As Gorley gets dragged down by Stapley. Now Cutler goes to the ice, puck towards the near side. Stapley delivers a hit on Coella. As Bennett feeds it across towards Gorley. He drops it off for Aliardi. Righty shot, and he fans on it. Bennett, slot. Lefty shot is wide as it ricochets off the boards. Cutler flips it high into the air. It bounces in the Rush zone, taken by Will Rydell, looks like he's a pretty good player, 6'2", 198 pounds, moves well. Bennett drops it off towards Coella. He gets it tapped away. Now towards the Grizzlies backboards. Quinn Wickers backhands it to Gallant. Gallant fakes a pass and will drag it out towards center ice. He ricochets it off the near boards towards Burke. Now Bocage gains the line. He'll slide it towards his left for Mayhew. He'll take a lefty shot that goes wide. Bocage gets pushed in the back along the near boards. 1:25 and counting left in the second. Rush come out with the puck as Helgeson will skate towards the left side. Helgeson gains the line, centers to Bennett. One-timer goes wide. Now right wing shot saved by Minor. Bennett across to Aliardi along the near goal line. He gets up top to Hoffman. He'll take a righty shot, and it's blocked by Gallant's ankle. As Hoffman skates towards the far corner, he gets hit by Burke. Right side, Coella takes a lefty shot, and he fans on it as Burke took it away from him. Burke clears it out towards the Rapid City blue line. Rydell crosses center ice with the puck. He moves ahead to Gravel, who enters the zone. Back towards Logan Nelson, near corner. Nelson tries to feed it out in front to Gravel, and the pass goes wide. Fitz gathers it. He crosses center ice. Snell lofted in. Murphy has to tap off his stick. Now Murphy fans on it. Fitz over to the near side as Murphy laying on his side. And guess what? He did cover it up this time. 37.4 seconds left in the second. Boy, once Tyler Haskell sees the replay, maybe during the intermission or during the postgame show, he's going to be kicking himself. As Murphy misplayed the puck. He tried to slide it towards the near side and fanned on it. Fitch just couldn't get a handle on the puck before Murphy was able to cover up. And there was also 3 or 4 rush skaters nearby as well. 37 seconds left in the second period. Rapid City wins the draw. Helgeson will tap it off the near boards. It bounced off a Gravel skate. Aragon will fire it off the far wing boards. Aragon wearing a college-style cage after drawing blood in the second period in a fight. As Rush gained the line, Yamamoto, 20 seconds left, stops the point, slides it across to Gravel. He skates towards the far circle. Backhand shot goes wide. Gravel gets it back. He'll throw it to the left side for Helgeson. Shot deflects off the stick and goes out of play as Nelson was trying to redirect it. And he redirected it and went out of play. And then get bounced off a Minor stick as well. 12.2 seconds left in the second. Draws game in the Grizzlies zone. A lot of fun action here. It's 3-2 Grizzlies. I think all Grizzlies fans believe it should be 4-2. We'll talk with Tim Broussard to get his thoughts on things. We believe that the referee thought that Murphy had covered up the puck, and that's why the goal was disallowed. We'll see if Tim Broussard saw it differently or if just one of those where referee didn't have a chance to have review. Grizzlies win the draw. Rapid throw it out to center ice. Rapid City feeds it back in. 3 seconds left in the second. As Wesley just watches the time run out. And that will do it for 40 minutes at Maverik Center. As the Grizzlies lead 3-2. Utah got second period goals from Alex Bocage and Tyler Penner. Rush had a second period goal by James Hardy. Both teams led to their respective dressing rooms. We'll come back and recap the first 2 periods statistically and also talk with Tim Broussard and get his thoughts on things. After 40 minutes of play, the Grizzlies lead the Rush 3-2 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm. And our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Everybody having a good time? Hope so. Looks like we got a pretty fun hockey game here at Maverik Center as the Grizzlies lead the rush 3-2. Both teams had one goal in the first period. Logan Nelson for Rapid City scored 11 seconds into the game. It was his 13th of the year. Yamamoto and Tyson Helgeson got the assists. And before the seats were even warmed here at Maverik Center, the Rush had a 1-0 lead. Grizzlies tied it up 7:42 into the first as Adam Berg got his 7th of the year. Mick Messner and Kyle Mayhew got the assists. Score was tied at 1 after one period with Rapid City outshooting Utah 13-10. Shots were pretty close to even in the second period. The Rush had 13 shots to the Grizzlies 12. Utah scored 4:06 into the second as Alex Bokaj got his first in the Grizzlies uniform. Brett Stapley and Keone Teixeira got the assists. Rapid City tied it up 8:42 in. It was one of those odd plays. Miner had lost his balance and was on his side. James Hardy fired a shot and went past Miner, and it was pretty close to the goal line. According to the referee, after video replay, they say it crossed the goal line. And if it didn't cross it by much, and the Grizzlies did what they could to try to make sure it didn't cross the goal line in time, but they say that it did. It's one of those where you have to look at it almost in super slow motion to really figure out where that puck was in relation to the goal line, but they must have determined it was a good goal. They took quite a while to review it, and James Hardy, right now it's listed as unassisted, 8:42 into the second period. Tyler Penner gave the Grizzlies a 3-2 lead as he scored his 5th of the year with Mick Messner and Dylan Fitz getting the assist. That was on a 2-on-1 as Messner was in the right side, and he just kind of centered it towards Penner, and Penner fired a shot that went 5-hole past Connor Murphy. And, that gave the Grizzlies a 3-2 lead. And then it looked like 2 minutes and 13 seconds later, the Grizzlies had extended the lead. Grizzlies had a 2-on-1. Cole Gallant. It was a very impressive play by Gallant as he gained the line. He had a Rapid City player towards his right shoulder. He did a crafty job getting around the Rapid City player and then centered it out in front to Ryan Sandelin. Sandelin, his initial shot from in front of the crease, bounced off of Murphy and then went back to Sandelin. Murphy had lost his balance, and then Sandelin was able to fire it in. And obviously, with the goal line not necessarily being in question, it wasn't a reviewable play. The referee, Tyler Haskell, and one of the linesmen talked it over at center ice, and then they disallowed the goal. Rapid City was all looking at the video board, and, we're trying to figure out, once they disallowed the goal, trying to figure out, did they think that Murphy had covered it up? Was there an inadvertent whistle? Hard to really say what happened there. The only thing that mattered is that the goal got disallowed, and Ryan Kanaswich, and I think the rest of this Maverik Center crowd was stunned. I'm not really sure. I think everybody here on press row is a little bit stunned, but the goal got disallowed. Maybe we'll find some explanation a little bit later that maybe, makes it make sense why the goal got disallowed. But either way, that kept it a 3-2 game, and nobody scored for the rest of the period. I got to say, this series looks like it's going to be a lot of fun if it's anything like the first two periods here on a Wednesday night. Don't forget the Grizzlies and Rush meet on Friday night. Both teams will have tomorrow off. There's a concert here at the Maverik Center building tomorrow. Game 2 of the set will be on Friday night. And then Saturday is going to be the Guns N' Hoses extravaganza with 3 charity games starting at 12:30, leading up to the Grizzlies game at 7:10. Boy, Noah Hill, the games operations guy, was at neutral ice. He just fired a T-shirt into the 5th row, displaying an outstanding arm. I didn't know Noah Hill had that kind of arm, but he was able to fire away. Nevertheless, the shots have been pretty close to even, 26 for the Rush. They've had a pretty balanced attack in terms of shots. Blake Bennett had 4 shots, including 3 in the second period. Brandon Yeamans has 3 shots, and a bunch of other Rush skaters have 2. For the Grizzlies, Ryan Sandelin has 7 of the 22 shots. Alex Bokaj has 5 shots, including 1 goal. Berg and Penner each have 2 shots, and then a few other Grizzlies have 1 shot here through 2 periods. There haven't been many power plays. Both teams are 0 for 1 on the power play early in the second period with the score tied at 1. Brandon Yeamans and Aaron Aragon got in a fight, 2:49 in. Looked like Aragon took the worst of it, and when he came back later in the second period, he was sporting one of those college-style cages as he drew a little bit of blood right below his left eye. Alex Aliardi and Quinn Wickers each exchanged minor penalties, 4:49 in. Aliardi got 2 minutes for roughing, and Wickers got 2 minutes for slashing, and Riley Janelle got an interference minor, 14-16 into the second period. Well, looks like a fun one here at Maverik Center. The Grizzlies have a 1-goal lead. Utah's done a pretty good job of protecting leads after 2 periods. The Grizzlies this year are 10-2 when leading after 2. And remember, the Grizzlies have done a pretty good job as of late in the third period. As for Rapid City, they have actually struggled quite a bit in the third periods. The Rush are a -17 in the goal differential in the third periods this season. So we'll see if the Grizzlies can secure a victory. Utah has played good hockey. They are 7-5 in their last 12 games. When we come back, we'll talk with Tim Broussard to get his thoughts on things and get his take on the goal that was disallowed that was scored by Ryan Sandelin late in the second period that could have made it a 4-2 game. We'll also talk about how the flow of the game is going and other things with Tim on the other side. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network. Utah leads 3-2.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
Maverik's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
Welcome back to Maverik Center. Utah leads Rapid City 3-2. There are a lot of people here think that it probably should be 4-2. My initial thought is maybe the referee had thought that Murphy had covered up. Maybe there was an inadvertent whistle. That's what Roger Orrin might have thought, the off-ice official. He's going to get some clarification, I think, during the intermission. Either way, it was a no goal.
Unfortunately, it was a no goal, and much to my dismay and everybody else in the Maverik Center, it looks to be like a very quick whistle. I like you said, the only thing I have to go by is the reaction of the players and the ECHL officials. I did call a couple of season ticket holders, friends that I have behind the net, and they didn't hear a quick whistle, but you know,
it was so quickly that it bounced back to Sandelin and in that if it was a quick whistle, it might have still been too late, based on where the goal is, how quickly it was.
It's frustrating because the whole time you can see how fast the puck moves away from the goalie and Sandelin puts it in, that he never had it. It wasn't like, he had it on the edge of his glove and then it got poked away or something. Wasn't anything like that. He didn't have it clean to begin with.
Kind of took away what was a beautiful play by Cole Gallant. It looked like the patience that he showed getting around the defender and making sure that when he made that pass to Sandelin, that Sandelin was in prime scoring position.
The patience on the pass, that's what was impressive, is just waiting for that decision to come in from the Rapid City defender and make him commit one way or the other. And then the pass and the accuracy, and heaven knows we've been lacking in the passing department as far as success, but made that pass count. So okay, this one didn't work out, but hey, let's do it again. Reload that one.
Well, we talked about Bocaj's shot in the first intermission. He fired a beauty there from the left point there for Utah's second goal.
As he's coming around the end, look at if you get to see a replay on it. If not, I'll do my best to describe it. He's coming around. He has two Rapid City players right on him, and he's using his big frame body to shield off the puck. And so he's got it's not even at a full length or at a perfect angle. He's got his stick at this awkward like angle, and somehow he just leans on it, leverages it, and you can see it flex, and that shot just comes right in on Murphy and just, I don't know, surprised him. But the notes I even had a little bit beforehand, it looked like Bocage was dialing in Murphy as far as being able to predict which way he was going to move, depending on whether he opened the blade on the stick or closed it. And, it's a pre-read for a goalie to come in on what type of shot or where it's potentially going. And I think Bocage was kind of dialed that in and like, I think he's going to be leaning if I come around and he can't see it because I've got two guys draped on me. And that's exactly what happened.
Pretty obvious why that guy's got an NHL entry-level deal and is a former draft pick in the third round by the Avalanche.
Yeah, well, he's showcasing that off today. That's big time. And, I down here, the little incident with the holding of the stick and everything, I think everybody, you had all these people in the stands helping, the ref, who was it, Tyler Haskins, with the correct call. But it just didn't go our way on that one either. So I'm struggling to find the logic in whether to let him play or blow the whistle right now.
Roger Orrin, the off-ice official, went down there and he said it was a quick whistle. That's what happened, and that's why the goal was disallowed.
I can live with that. It's unfortunate, and I just wasn't aware of any other particular rule that would prevent something like that.
Just a tough break for the Grizzlies, but they still have a one-goal lead. What'd you notice in the second period from Rapid City's perspective?
Gosh, the Grizzlies are doing really good about containing the middle to the point where they're even pushing it out. So Rapid City is having to adapt and use the boards for passing and pushing their attack out the wings. When they're coming into the offensive zone, which is our defensive zone, they're having to do it out to the side because everything else is congested as a unit coming in. So that's really advantageous for the Grizzlies because those passing lanes for Rapid City aren't materializing until late into their attack, and that helps it kind of jump the lanes and make Rapid City go to their first, not their first, but their second and their third option in the play that they want to execute when they get down there. So that's been a really good positive for the Grizzlies, is frustrating Rapid City.
Grizzlies have had some positive third periods. They've outshot opponents by an average of about 4 or 5 per game in the third period, and they've got a 1-goal lead. What do you think they need to do to secure 2 standings points here tonight?
Well, right now, Rapid City has the green lights on for all of their shooters. Anybody catches a lane, they're going to shoot her. If we have the luxury of having Trent Miner, so let them shoot it. Let those shots come in from there. Keep congesting the middle and wait for that counterattack, because I think we had like 4 or 5 different high-quality odd-man breaks just in that period alone. So that means their defense is pinching up and leaving those lanes open that our forwards are exploiting to get either 2-on-3s or 3-on-2s or 2-on-1s as the development play gets at, and it's happening really late. So we're getting some really good looks. So we watch for that counterattack mode and then just keep the energy up and the pressure on.
Thanks for the time. We'll talk to you during the postgame report.
Appreciate it, Tyson.
That's Tim Broussard. When we come back, we'll have third period action as Utah leads Rapid City 3-2 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
Welcome back to Maverik Center. We're about set for third period action. Some stats from the first 2 periods. The Grizzlies had 11 scoring chances. Rapid City had 7. Face-off battle. Utah has that 20-16 edge. So Utah's a +4 in the face-off circle. Grizz had 2 power play shots in the second period. That's the only power play they had tonight. Rapid City had 3 power plays and 3 power play shots in the first period in their only attempt. Grizzlies with 11 hits. Rapid City with 7. Grizz have 7 giveaways, but only 1 in the second period. Rapid City has 3 giveaways in each of their 2 periods for 6 on the night. And right now it's anybody's game. Utah's up 3-2. They always say win the period and win the game. Well, for the Grizzlies, they just got to make sure they're either a +1 or better or even, and they win the game. You know, we mentioned the third period's really been beneficial for the Grizzlies as of late. Utah did have a big third period in the final game of the road trip. They trailed 3-2 going into the third period. Then Brandon Cutler scored in the third. And I almost have a feeling at some point in this series, Brandon Cutler's due for a big goal. You talk about a guy that leads Utah with 15 on the season, and he had a lot of success against Rapid City last year. As both teams are on the ice, Grizzlies in the third period will be skating from right to left as we see it from high atop section 114. In your mind's eye, see it on YouTube. Rapid City will be skating from left to right towards Trent Miner. And Trent Miner's looked like Trent Miner here so far tonight, where he has saved 24 of 26. It's interesting with as few power plays we've seen. There's been a good flow to this game. Seems like both teams have pretty good defensive units. And really for Rapid City, there's been a couple defensemen in particular I've been impressed with. Charles Martin's got outstanding speed, and there's no wonder why he's a +12 this season. He looks like a pretty good player. Will Rydell looks like a talented defenseman, 6'2", 198 pounds, and he moves around pretty well. For the Grizzlies, it feels like they've been relying on Wesley and Mayhew all year, and they haven't disappointed tonight. Both guys have had good games. As everybody's looking at the video board, all the Grizzlies players looking up at the highlights. They're looking at Bokaj's goal. Once Bokaj scored, he had made that reaction kind of looking like he thought that it got redirected. But it didn't get redirected as it was just a beautiful shot. Stapley was net front trying to redirect it, and Stapley does have 1 assist tonight, which means that he now has a point in 12 of his last 13 games. Grizzlies have played good hockey, and remember the Grizzlies are 6 standings points behind Rapid City. Utah did sweep Rapid City in a 3-game set last January, and if the same thing happens here, the Grizzlies will match them in standings points. As 20 minutes are put on the scoreboard clock here at Maverik Center. Stapley will take the draw against Logan Nelson, and the draw won by Rapid City as Tyson Helgeson will move it ahead. Helgeson's played a physical game. It bounced off of Gravel, sticking deep into the Grizzlies zone. Miner slides to Cutler slowly. Now it goes to Stapley, who crosses center ice left wing. Stapley throws it in. Bokaj chases after it. He collides with Helgeson as the puck bounces towards the far boards. Nelson slides ahead. Turnover. Cutler skates down the middle. Take a lefty shot. Saved by Murphy. And he holds on as Nelson threw it towards the high slot. Cutler picked it off, and he was just all alone. He couldn't get all the way towards the net, so he fired a lefty shot, and Murphy was able to make a glove save. 25 seconds into the third period, we got our first whistle of the frame. We know there's a lot of sports and entertainment options out there. We appreciate you choosing the Grizzlies here tonight. Stapley will take the draw. Mauricio Coella will take it for Rapid City. Good Wednesday night crowd. We're going to have some outstanding crowds here later this week. Grizzlies win the draw. Bokaj gets up top to Wesley. Right point will take a righty shot. And a blocker saved by Murphy. Puck goes to the far circle. Rush moving out to neutral ice. Sprink wide feed. Bounces off of Mayhew. Cutler gets the bouncing puck, backhanded in. Stapley chasing after it. As Stapley collides with Rydell. Gorley has it in the near corner. He's got good sizes. Gorley avoids Stapley and feeds it back to Rydell. Gets the bouncing puck. Now Rydell outlets it to center ice. The rush lay it out left side, and skating in's Murphy. Gets cut off by Wesley, and the puck trickles towards Miner, who covers up. 19:04 left in the third. Draws going to be in the Grizzlies zone. Good job by Josh Wesley as Blake Bennett was just streaking down the left side. Bennett lost the puck, and it went towards Miner. Cole Gallant's been a standout performer not only tonight, but all season. Gallant is second on the club coming into play tonight with 27 points this season. Gallant scoreless, but he would have had a point on that goal that got disallowed. He had the main assist on Sandelin's goal. That was disallowed. That would have made it 4-2. It's 3-2 Grizzlies. Utah wins the draw. Burke, diagonal pass towards the right, goes over Teixeira's stick. Bennett near the Grizzlies bench gets pushed by Burke. Gallant over there pushing Coella as Bennett will throw it in, but it goes back towards Utah's Teixeira. Slides it to Wickers, who gets to center ice. Wickers lifts it. It gets a lot of air, and it goes out of play into row 5 of section 101, or make that 103. Well, hopefully everybody's okay as Wickers tried to throw it across. Guy in a Kraken jersey nearby. Hopefully everybody's okay. As looks like there was a young one nearby. Hopefully nobody got hit with the thing. As they're checking it over, trying to find the puck. Luckily, it doesn't look like anybody's hurt. As the fan comes away with a souvenir over there on an end seat. Draw neutralized, one by the Rush. They move it ahead as the puck goes flying into the Grizzlies zone off the stick of Riley Janelle. As over in the near corner, Bennett gets held up. Rush get the puck. They feed it up top to Hoffman. He slides it across as Charles Martin gets it poked away. Martin with a big-time collision with Sandelin. Puck goes towards the high slot. It's taken by Burke, who moves it towards Teixeira. Teixeira looked for a diagonal pass. It glanced off his stick slowly. Martin gains center ice. He flies it in, and the puck goes out of play. 18-14 left in the third. As both teams will make a change. Draw is going to be at center ice. Don't forget, Friday night's going to be the first AFCU Friday of the 2024 calendar year. And the first AFCU Friday since December 29th. And with every AFCU Friday, tickets start just $10 when you pay using your AFCU debit or credit card at the Maverik Center box office. Draw one by the Rush. They're near their bench as Helgeson gets the center ice and he throws it in, doesn't fly it in. It's Miner towards the near side. As it bounces to the right side, Soper taps it off of Penner. It goes to center ice. Fits across the center. He throws it towards Murphy. Puck gets there under it. Murphy gloves it and drops it. Helgeson gets blasted along the inboards. Aragon behind his net. Skates towards the far side. Gets up top to Wesley. Wesley throws it across off the near wall. Fitz gathers it. He fires towards the net. It bounced off a stick. Soper gathers it. Skates around Murphy's net. Soper moves out to center ice. It bounced off of Mayhew's stick. It goes to Fitz at center ice. He backhands it in as Grizzlies make a full line change. Rush deep in their own zone. 2.5 minutes into the third period. Grizzlies still lead 3-2. Pass towards the near side for Martin. He crosses the line. Across the center ice. Throws it in. It's gloved by Semick, who gets to center ice, and he fires it around the wall. Logan Nelson, and his blue line, moves ahead to center ice. Goes back to the Grizzlies. Stone to Semick near side. He moves it towards Berg. As Berg battles, as he gets held up by Gorley. Now taking it's Messner, and he flies it in. As the puck skips along the boards. And Nelson crosses center ice, and he'll kind of brush it into the far side. It goes to Stone, who skates around Miner's net. Stone will backhand it to Berg, who lets it go to center ice. Nelson gets it poked away by Messner. Messner skates down the middle. He's got Nelson chasing after Messner with a lefty shot that goes wide as he went stick side on Murphy. Nelson, near side, will backhand it towards Gravel at center ice. Gravel crosses center. Left wing pass to Yamamoto. He gains the line, left circle. Yamamoto will skate towards his right. He'll bounce it off of Berg. Yamamoto kept it in and brushes it ahead towards Gravel. Now the puck exits the zone. Grizzlies will change up defensemen. Rush will get new defensemen and new forwards on the ice as Hoffman throws it across. The Rush are in their own zone, skating from left to right. As Nick Parody skates around Rapid City's net as he's being chased by Cutler. Parody backhands it to center ice. Wickers gets it, and he moves it towards Stapley. Stapley gains the line, gets it towards Cutler, skates towards his right. Cutler now just outside the right circle. Gets it towards Bocage. Back to Cutler. Over to Wickers. Right wing. Lefty shot. Bounces off of Aliardi. Those guys exchanged some nasty words in the second period. Rapid City near side. Hoffman. Diagonal pass. Then connect to Aliardi, but it connects to another Rush player that gets to Bennett. Right side shot. Saved by Miner. Rebound shot. Saved by Miner again. Puck bounces in the near corner. Stapley gathers it. And Stapley will brush it ahead towards Bocage across the center ice. Bocage, a former third-round pick of Colorado, gets pushed towards the end boards. Bocage keeps his balance. He gets to Stapley. Now Mayhew will backhand it off the far wall. Cutler chases after it as he gets there before Aliardi. Now Aliardi took it away as Rapid City had numbers along the far side. They spin it towards Aliardi, who bounces it off the Mayhew, who gathers the puck along the near wall. Bocage left point. Across off the wall to Wesley, who gets it to Burke. Burke skates towards the far goal line. Now he chips it out in front to Gallant. Rapid City took it away. They tried to get it to Aliardi. He couldn't reach it, but got redirected by Aliardi's stick, so no icing. And it's about 5 minutes into the third period. Grizzlies still up one. Utah crosses center ice. Great speed displayed by Gallant, who skates along the far side. Now around Rapid City's net. Aliardi took it away, and he'll slice along the near side. It bounced off the helmet. As Burke towards the right side, skates towards the circle. He backhands it to Sandelin near corner, gets it up top to Mayhew. Left point. He'll take a lefty shot, and it goes high. And it looked like Rapid City's Aliardi ducked his head to avoid it. Rapid City lifts it out to center. Mayhew gathers it. They'll tap it ahead towards Sandelin, but the pass is wide of him, and it goes to Jimmy Soper, who skates towards the Rapid City bench. Now it feeds it back as the Rush spread the ice. Gorley, right wing pass towards Boyko, gains the line. Boyko signed yesterday. Right wing, righty shot. Blocks off of Wicker's stick, and it flies out of play. 14:27 left in the third. It's still 3-2 Grizzlies. So neither team has scored here so far in the third. It's the first game of the second half of the 2023-24 season here at Maverik Center. Saturday night started the second half of the year for the Grizzlies. They ended up winning 4-3 in overtime. Draws in the near circle, won by Utah. Teixeira will slice it ahead for Aragon. He couldn't reach it. It goes towards Gorley. Jared Gorley moves it ahead towards Aliardi. It tapped off his stick. Aliardi in the zone. Drops it off. Gravel, lefty shot, saved by Minor. And now it goes back over towards Nelson. Gravel chases after it as Aragon collides with Nelson. Rush to the point, trying to get it back to Nelson. It's taken by Aragon, who gets a screen from Fitz. Aragon crosses center ice. He fires it towards the net, and Murphy kicks it towards the near side. Murphy gets it center ice, make that Nelson. He'll slide it ahead, bounced off a Minor stick towards the far side. Stone slices it ahead off a Rush skater. Fitz feeds it to center ice. Bouncing puck couldn't be kept in as the Rush will backpedal into their own zone. Long-range pass connects to Nelson, trying to drop it off for Gravel, who's skating the other way. Now Gravel gets it. He gets to Aliardi, who throws it back towards Nelson. Right side, he feeds it up top. Gorley fakes a shot and skates towards his left. Now he'll take a lefty shot. Saved by Minor. As Gorley was looking for a better shooting angle, he fired away, and Minor was able to make the body save. 13:31's left in the third, as Utah still leads 3-2 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm. And our lights on. It's the power behind the team. And a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
It's the Grizzlies 3 and the Rush 2. Nobody has scored here so far in the third period. First time the Grizzlies have faced the Rush this season. Utah last year went 5-3-2 against the Rush. So Utah had a standing point in 7 of 10. Feels like it's about the latest into a season that it's ever been when the Grizzlies faced the Rush for the first time all year. As they show the replay on Gorley's shot, he just kind of skated towards his left to get a better shooting angle, but Minor was able to make the stop. Trent Minor so far has stopped 27 of 29. Grizzlies won the draw. They skate from right to left in the third period. Diagonal pass from Berg connects to Messner. Messner stops in the far circle as he gets up top to Mayhew. Skates down the middle, lefty shot. And it's blocked away before it got to Murphy. So Rapid City will carry it out of the zone. Mayhew pokes it away. It goes to center ice. Rapid City crosses center. They move it ahead towards Yamamoto. Tapped off his skate. Now the Rush far goal line. Trying to get it out in front to Yamamoto. It bounces off of Wesley as the puck slices towards the near wing. Hoffman, right wing. Righty shot goes high. It hits a stanchion and goes towards Minor. It's taken back by Mayhew. Settles it behind Minor's net. Now he drifts it towards the far side for Wesley. As Wesley outlets it to Galan, who gets it towards Berg. Berg gains the line. Left circle, lefty shot. Saved by Murphy as Berg didn't get much on it as Charles Martin was cutting in front of him. Yamamoto lifts it high into there. Bounces at center ice. Teixeira will brush it towards Bocage. Bocage gets it. The former third-round pick of Colorado. He gets the new try. So moves it towards Stapley. Stapley gains the line. Stapley, a former draft pick of Montreal. As Stapley gets up top, of the puck exits the zone as Wickers will skate towards Grizzlies territory. Now he throws a right wing pass towards Teixeira, who throws it in, but it goes back to the Rush. As Rapid City, blue line to blue line pass connects. The Rush enter the zone. Left point, lefty shot is blocked away by Minor. As the puck goes towards the near side, Cutler collides with Soper. Now the puck goes back to Utah. Teixeira outlets it to new tries for Stapley, who gains center ice. Rapid City back defensively. Stapley to Cutler, trying to get it back towards Stapley. The puck got air under it. As Soper gloved it and dropped it and slides along the boards. Right side shot gets redirected and goes wide as Wesley was firing towards the net. As puck goes back to Utah, their blue line. Wesley crosses center. He gets hit by Soper as Wesley gets hit at the Rapid City line as he was trying to enter. Rush will clear it back to the Utah line. Mayhew left wing pass to Cutler. As Cutler gets it, he'll skeet towards the left side. He gets it up top as Gallant skated down the middle, and it's poked away by Janelle. As Rapid City gets the neutralize. Backhand pass towards the Grizzlies bench connects. Rapid City backhands it towards the near side as Nelson throws it up top. Grizzlies get a stick in the way. Great job by Cole Gallant, who's played an outstanding game. Gallant over towards Burke. Burke gains the line, skates towards the near side. Now Burke around Rapid City's net. He feeds it to the right side for Gallant. It glanced off his stick. Burke gets it back. He gets it to Mayhew. Skates down the middle, take a lefty shot. Glove save by Murphy. Boy, what a look by Kyle Mayhew, who got the puck in the high slot and then just skated all alone. He had nobody in front of him and fired away glove side, and Murphy was able to make a quick save. First time Connor Murphy's faced the Grizzlies. He's got good size at 6'4" and 201 pounds. Draws the near side. Tyler Penner will take it. He's out there with Fitz and Aragon. The defensive pairing is Wickers and Teixeira. 11:05 left in the third. Off the draw, shot saved by Murphy as Gravel gets it back to Hoffman behind Rapid City's net. Rush have taken 29 shots. Grizzlies up to 30, so Utah has a slight advantage now. Up ahead towards Aliardi. Has a tap off his stick, and the puck wobbles on its side deep in the Grizzlies zone. Aliardi has to go past him. It goes past Hoffman as the puck kind of curls back deep in the Rush zone. It's taken by Nick Parody. Parody, 6'3", 194 pounds. As he moves the head to Hoffman, who gets to center ice. Gravel skates into the zone, stops outside the right circle. He feeds it across. Aragon gets a stick in the way as Gravel was looking for Nelson. As Dylan Fitz gets the new try, back towards Penner, who slides it to Wickers left side. Wickers gets tripped up by Charles Martin. And Grizzlies are called for offside. Couple of referees in the stands would interpret it as a trip, but no call made. We've only had one power play each side. As Wickers will skate towards the bench. He's played a lot of minutes here tonight. Having played with Rapid City the last couple of years, he's very familiar with the system that Rapid City head coach Scott Burt has. Both teams have a pretty similar style, as both head coaches come from similar backgrounds. Both guys were outstanding players in this league. That was a trip if I ever saw one. That was missed a new try, Charles Martin there. As the draw goes past Martin, it goes deep into the Rush zone. Martin lifts it high into the air, goes just under the video board. Wesley chases after it, and icing's going to be called on the Rush as we're about halfway through the third period, 10 minutes and 3 seconds left. Had a good crowd here tonight on a Wednesday. We'll have an outstanding crowd, we believe, the final two games of this series. You're going to want to make sure to get your tickets this weekend because the Grizzlies head back on the road next week. As a draw won by Rapid City. As the Rush skate from left to right here. Taking the draw for Rapid City was Koala against Messner. As Rush move it ahead, blue line to blue line pass connects as Yamamoto. Right left side, righty shot is blocked away by Miner. Now sharp angled shot. Miner makes another save. As Grizzlies move it ahead to neutralize. Berg carries it across center. Now he gains the line and flips it into the far corner. Mayhew chases after it. Mayhew gets hit by Martin. As Rush gather the puck. They slide it across. Rush cross center ice, right wing. Yamamoto will glide towards the corners. Yamamoto surveys it out in front and gets it towards Helgeson. It tapped off of him. Yamamoto gets it back left side as he gets pushed in the back. Yamamoto slides it across off the near boards for Gorley. The puck gets back to Gorley from Rydell. Now Rydell gets it in the corner from Gorley. It tapped off his stick and goes to Yamamoto, who skates towards the point. Rush in their attack zone as Yamamoto skates towards his left. Now back to Gorley in the right point. Gorley feeds it up top. Rydell down to Koala, left side, lefty shot. Glove saved by Miner as he made it about ankle high in the butterfly position. 8:57 left in the third. And still 3-2 Grizzlies. So draws game in the Utah zone. Rapid City's taken the last 3 shots on goal after Utah had a 30-29 edge. It looks like they're picking up a lot of pieces at neutral ice. I'm not sure if that was a stick or something, but it looks like they're picking up a lot of pieces of debris at neutral ice. As it draws game in the far circle of the Grizzly zone. It's going to be interesting to see really how this series plays out, and I think it's going to be fascinating for the Grizzlies. Obviously, 15-22. They're going to need to put together a pretty good run here. But they are 7-5 in their last 12 games. Utah wins the draw as Wickers gets pushed. Stapley in the area. Bocage as well. Stapley comes out of the pile with the puck. He gets to Cutler across the center ice with speed. Cutler right wing pass towards Stapley. It tapped off a rush stick and it flies into the air. It drops near Teixeira, who slides to Stapley. He gets to Cutler down the middle. Cutler veers off to the right circle, slides to Bocage. Bocage tried to kick it across, and there was nobody home. Cutler back towards Bocage is in the far corner. As Bocage gets pushed by Soper, Bocage trying to find Stapley in front. It goes wide. Now Bocage left circle. Skates towards his right. He'll take a righty shot. And a blocker saved by Murphy. Puck goes back to Cutler over to Stapley. He gets up top to Teixeira and feeds it towards Bocage. It tapped off a Rapid City stick. Bocage gets pushed along the near boards and gets dragged down. Everybody hacking away towards Bocage is laying on the ice. Bocage back to his feet as the puck lifts towards the point. Stapley over there battling. As puck goes back over, Wickers in the area. As a puck near the blue line, near side, goes to Bocage. He gets pushed by Rydell. As Bocage holds his ground. Stapley over there. Wickers at the point, looking at the blue line as he's trying to protect the line. Puck stays along the near boards. Burke comes out of the pile with the puck. Nathan Burke, toe drag, shot, and hits the pipe. As it hit the near pipe, no good. As puck still along the near boards, and they still battle. As Soper and Stapley push each other, Wickers gathers at the point. He'll throw it towards Burke. Now Stapley will feed it to his right for Sandelin. He'll take a right wing shot, and it goes wide. Puck glides along the near boards and goes back to neutral ice. Wickers will backpedal into his own zone, and he moves it ahead towards Mayhew. Right wing pass connects. Sandelin skates towards the right circle, take a righty shot. Saved by Murphy. And he holds on as Sandelin fired a low liner, hoping for a rebound off of Murphy's pads, but Murphy was able to hold on. Sandelin looks up at the video board, hoping to see a replay of his shot. Sandelin looks like he's going to stay on the ice. He's out there with Gallant and Burke. You can look up now, Sandelin. He got a replay, but they're going to show Burke hit in the pipe right there. He went stick side on Murphy, and he didn't miss it by much. And you could hear that cleanly. I think you could hear the pipe all the way in Provo when the puck hit it. 7:11 left in the third. Draw one by Rapid City. They're in their own zone, skating from left to right as Aliardi will move it out to neutral ice. Rush cross center, and they fire it in. As Burke around his net lets it go. Aliardi right side shot hits the side of the net. Puck goes back towards Aliardi. He gets cut off. Puck glides towards the point. Keeping it in is Hoffman. He'll get to the high slot. One-timer saved by Miners. That was a blast by Logan Nelson. But Miner was able to make the stop with 6:50 left in the third. Trent Miners played a solid game. He has now saved 32 of 34. It's about that time of the game. You're trying to figure out who the three stars are, and it's going to be difficult here tonight. There isn't a single player right now for Utah that's got more than 1 point except for McMessner, who has 2 assists. Messner's the only guy with a multiple point effort. You got to think about Bocage and his Grizzlies debut, and Sandelin certainly looked strong in his first game since late October with Utah. Grizzlies win the draws. Josh Wesley behind Miner's net. Miner directs traffic as Wesley moves it ahead. Mayhew will direct it out to center ice. Mayhew gains the line, and he'll get to Aragon left side. Aragon skates towards the near goal line. Shot saved by Murphy. As rebound goes to Nelson, flips it high into the air, and somehow didn't hit the video board as Wesley on the far side throws it to center ice for Fitz, who has a tap off his stick as the puck wobbles towards Murphy, who gathers the puck, and he directs it towards the near corner. Aragon over there with Penner and 2 rush skaters. Nelson takes the puck. He skates towards the far side. He'll slice it all the way. It bounces at Wickers at the Utah blue line. Wickers ahead towards Fitz, who backhands it to Aragon, who flies it in. As Aragon will come off the ice, Fitz, Penner, and Aragon all leave. Sandelin enters along with Berg and Messner. Rapid City crosses center ice. Nelson fires towards the net after crossing the center ice logo. It goes wide. Wickers back to Teixeira. Less than 6 minutes left in the third. He'll slide it towards Sandelin, who gets to Messner. Try to get it back to Sandelin. Puck exit, then re-entered the Grizzlies zone, and Rapid City is offside with 5 minutes and 47 seconds left in the third period. It's the Grizzlies 3 and the Rush 2. We're back to find out how this one ends together here in 60 seconds on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
It's the Grizzlies 3 and the Rush 2. It's been an outstanding hockey game. Nobody has scored here so far in the third period, as draws going to be neutralized after Rapid City was called for offside. It's been a balanced attack by both clubs here as the Rush win the draw and they fly it in as ricochets off the backboard for Utah. Wickers over to Teixeira, who slides it ahead to Messner. Messner's got good speed. The Merrimack product crosses center ice. Right wing pass to Sandlin, back towards Messner. Shot saved by Murphy. Grizzlies could sure use some insurance here. Teixeira backhands it towards the net and it goes wide. Rapid City along the near side as Martin will bounce it off the Messner skate as the Rush fly it in. Miner directs it to the near corner for Wickers. About 5 minutes left in regulation. Wickers over towards Berg. And now it goes to Sandlin, right side. Sandlin will gain the line and he'll lightly tap it in as Grizzlies are at the end of their shift. Rapid City as Gorley fumbles it for a second, then throws to the far side. Pass ahead to center ice. It's taken away by Bocage. He gets hit and divorced from the puck. Right wing to Yamamoto, who gains the line. He sauces it towards the net. Puck gets there under it and goes wide. Stapley along the far side gets held up by two Rush skaters. Rush come out of the pile with the puck, and they lose it in the corner. Bocage gets it to Stapley along the far side. Stapley 1 assist tonight. He slides to Mayhew, skates down Broadway. Mayhew veers off to the right, trying to center it to Cutler. Puck got air under it as Gorley will cut it off. Near corner, Bocage skates towards the goal line. Now gets it to Cutler, who throws it behind his back. Wesley keeps it in at the point, and so fire towards the net, and it's kicked away by Murphy. Mayhew gets up top to Bocage. He's on the right side. Bocage across to Wesley. One-timer goes wide. He went stick side on Murphy and just missed as the glass sways back and forth behind Murphy's net. As Rapid City crosses center ice, Grizzlies back defensively. Sandlin took it away from Soper. Sandlin skates towards the left circle. He loses the puck towards the corner. Sandlin collides with Hoffman. Grizzlies behind the net, kicking out in front to Burke, who swings and misses as he was cut off. Now Burke with a shot that goes wide from the left circle. Sandlin right side keeps it in. He gets to Gallant in the corner. Gallant gets hit. Play starting to get physical again as Rapid City clears it out to center. Sandlin gets a wobbling puck near Utah's bench and gets to Wickers. He throws it back to Sandlin. 3:30 and counting left in the third as they get to Teixeira, trying to get it to Sandlin. It bounced off a Nelson stick, and Burke gets it across center ice. Nathan Burke will tap it off of Hoffman. Sandlin enters right side. He stops the point and fires it towards the end boards. Burke chases after it. Burke gets it around Rapid City's net as Burke gets hit in the back by Hoffman. Puck goes in front of the net, taken by Rapid City. Left wing pass across center. Rush gets to Nelson, who gets cut off by Mayhew. Great defensive play by Kyle Mayhew as Nelson was trying to get it down the middle, and Mayhew was able to cut him off. Martin crosses center ice and backhands it in as Miner behind his net cuts it off. 3 minutes and counting left in regulation as Utah still leads 3-2. Mayhew throws it behind his back along the far wing boards. Aliardi will feather it across to Helgeson right side. He gets to the left shot and hits the side of the net as Nelson had a good look for a second of the game. He gets up top. Rush, left point. Righty shot is blocked by Penner. Now Rapid City with a shot that goes just wide as Wesley will backhand it towards the point. Martin couldn't keep it in. Aragon leaps around Martin as it goes towards the near side. Martin gathers it again. Looks like Charles Martin's a pretty good player, combining size and speed. As Aliardi near side will cross center ice with Stapley chasing after him. Aliardi gets around Coella and keeps the puck. Now he moves it across as the Rush. Rydell skates towards the near goal line. He feathers it out in front. Grizzlies do a good job as Teixeira got a stick in the way. Crossing center ice is Bocage. He gains the line. He feathers it across towards Stapley, left side. Stapley near the goal line will reverse back towards the point. Now he gets it down the middle for Bocage, who couldn't reach it. Now Bocage gets it back from a Rush skater. As we got less than 2 minutes left, Grizzlies still up by 1. Bocage will move it across. Time is on the Grizzlies side. Teixeira, right point, trying to get to Bocage. It's taken away As the rush, Yamamoto will carry it across center ice. He loses it. Teixeira will slice it off the near wing boards. As Murphy's still in there, we'll keep an eye to see if he comes out for an extra attacker. As Teixeira collides with Yamamoto. Puck goes back to Wickers. Over to Teixeira. As Grizzlies spread the ice. Wickers back in his own end. We'll move it out to center ice. Pass doesn't connect, and it's going to be icing on Utah. As Wickers was looking for an outlet pass at neutral ice. It didn't connect. 1 minute, 25 seconds left in the third. As the draw is going to come back towards Trent Miner, who's played an outstanding game. Grizzlies up to 37 shots. The Rush have 34. As Murphy is out, an extra attacker, 6-on-5. Rapid City's net is empty. Draws give me in the far circle, the Grizzlies zone. Smoke him if you got him. As Draws give me in the far side, Jimmy Soper will take it against Cole Gallant. Gallant crouches down. Soper wins the draw. Rapid City's Nelson gets it to Gorley. And over to Martin, back to Gorley. Gorley feeds it to the near circle for Bennett. Back to Gorley. As Gorley skates towards his left to take a lefty shot. And it bounced off of Nelson. It goes high. Stays in play. Aliardi far side near the boards. Gets towards Martin. Who slides to Nelson left side. Nelson gets it across. It goes past Bennett off the boards. Cutler gathers it. As Cutler gets to neutralize. 3-on-2. Cutler slides it to his right. Sandlin fires the empty net. And he scores! And his baby's in the refrigerator. As Ryan Sandlin gets his first in a Utah uniform. And the Grizzlies are taking a 4-2 lead. And how much poetic justice is it that Ryan Sandlin gets Utah's fourth goal, considering that it was Sandlin that scored the goal that got disallowed late in the second period that would have made it a 4-2 game. Cutler will get the assist on the Sandlin goal as he fired away from just outside the far circle. And it looks like everybody's going to go home happy as Sandelin's the fourth different Grizzly skater to register a goal here tonight. Utah's got goals from Adam Berg, Alex Bocage, Tyler Penner, and now Ryan Sandlin. And as the Rush won the draw, they skate from left to right. It's 4-2 Utah. Rapid City from center ice flies it in. As chasing after it's Jordan Stone. And taking it right side. Yeamans hits the side of the net and a righty shot. Boyko runs into Miner, who gets back to his feet. Stone throws it across to Semick. 35 seconds left as Stone now gets it. He'll throw it towards the left side for Berg. It tapped off of his stick. And no icing as the puck deep in the Rush zone. Messner in the far corner gets pushed by Helgeson. As the puck goes over to Stone, he'll take a shot that goes wide as Stone's still looking for his first pro goal. Semick over to the near side for Burke, who gets pushed as the Rush will carry it out to center ice. Rush cross center. Yeamans gains the line. He gets it poked away by Semick. It goes to Messner. Right wing pass towards Burke. Murphy's in there. Burke skates towards the right side. Helgeson poked it away. 3 seconds left. Burke over to Stone, who fires towards the net. Is blocked away. Rapid City throws it ahead, but that will do it. Grizzlies win! Grizzlies win 4-2, and there is no doubt about it. As they got goals from 4 different players, and how about Trent Miner? He was outstanding, stopping 32 of 34 as everybody goes to congratulate the Utah netminder, who picks up his 5th win of the season. As Grisby waves the flag at center ice. Grisby fell down while waving the flag before the game. It looks like he's coming out of hibernation. Grisby looks like he's settled in here and he's entertaining the Maverik Center crowd. And what can you say? Good effort by the Grizzlies, who are now 8-5 in their last 13 games. Well, the Grizzlies with the victory, even it up in the month of January. They went 4-5 in the recently completed road trip, and they are now 5-5 in their last 10 games. And with the 3-game sweep in late December, they are now 8-5 in their last 13 as everybody goes home happy. Grisby waves the flag. It's going to be tough to figure out who the 3 stars of the game are. When we come back in 30 seconds, we'll tell you who the 3 stars are, and we'll start the post-game show as Grizzlies are victorious tonight. Final score, Utah 4, Rapid City 2. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Well, the Grizzlies get a 4-2 victory tonight, and it was a very balanced attack as Utah got goals from 4 different skaters. Not many players had a multiple-point game. Brandon Cutler and Cole Gallant got the assist in the Ryan Sandlin empty netter exactly 19 minutes into the third period. The only guy with a multiple-point game tonight was Mick Messner, who had 2 assists. Otherwise, as you mentioned before, it was a team effort for the Grizzlies, and when the Grizzlies are at their best, it's been a team effort. 3 stars of the game. Who's the third star? Let's see. His first goal is a Grizzly, and this is Utah debut, Alex Bokaj. As Chris Hagan, we believe, pronounces his name correctly, Bokaj, a former third-round pick by the Colorado Avalanche back in 2019. The scouting report on him is he had a lethal shot. He definitely didn't disappoint here tonight. Bokaj, an outstanding talent. He's the third star. He had 1 goal, which was Utah's second of the night. Second star is Trent Miner. The Utah netminder gets the victory. He saved 32 of 34. Miner has had a lot of success in the Colorado Eagles uniform this season as well. Miner is in his 3rd season as a pro, and like Alex Bokaj, is in the last of a 3-year NHL entry-level deal. The number 1 star turned out to be the game winner, the Iron Man, Tyler Penner. Penner scored the 3rd goal of the game on a great pass from Mick Messner. You got to give honorable mentions to Messner for a 3-star effort, as he's the only player to have a multiple-point game. And Messner ended up a +2 with 4 shots. It's only fitting that Ryan Sandlin was the one to score Utah's 4th goal based on the goal that was disallowed by a very quick whistle. And that's the word that we got, is that the goal got disallowed because of a quick whistle. And that was late in the second period when the Grizzlies had a 3-2 lead, looking to make it 4-3. And what can you say? Let's talk about the scoring in this game, and then later on in the post-game show, we'll talk with Tim Broussard. Rapid City scored 11 seconds into the game as Logan Nelson got his 13th of the year. Keanu Yamamoto and Tyson Helgeson got the assists. Grizzlies tied it up 7:42 into the first as Adam Berg got his 7th of the year. Messner and Mayhew got the assists. The game was tied at 1 after 1 period, with Rapid City outshooting Utah 13-10. In the second period, Rapid City outshot Utah 13-12. Utah scored 2 goals in the second period. Alex Bokaj made it a 2-1 game as he scored from the left point. It was 4:06 into the second. Brett Stapley and Keone Teixeira got the assists. And for Stapley, he now has a point in 12 of his last 13 games. Rapid City tied it up at 2 as James Hardy picked up his 8th of the year. They added an assist to Charles Martin. Originally, it was an unassisted goal. They added an assist to Charles Martin, who now has 18 on the season. Martin wasn't even in the plus-minus category. He currently leads the rush with a +12 rating. Tyler Penner scored what turned out to be the game winner, 10:30 into the second, with Mick Messner and Dylan Fitz getting the assist. And really, it was a great pass by Mick Messner that was just out in front to Penner. Penner just fired a backhand shot that went 5-hole past Connor Murphy, the Rapid City goalie, and that turned out to be the game winner. Now, a couple minutes after Penner had scored, it looked like the Grizzlies had scored again, with Sandlin getting the goal with Gallant and Burke getting the assist. But then once the referee, Tyler Haskell, and one of the linesmen talked it over, they disallowed the goal, and we're trying to figure it out. Did they say that Murphy covered it up? We really couldn't figure out why. It seemed like a pretty basic goal. It was scored on a rebound on an original shot that was taken by Sandlin, and really Cole Gallant was the one that made that play, feathering it out in front to Sandlin. And the word that we got is that it was a quick whistle that stopped the play. So once the whistle blew, but considering how quick the puck bounced off of Murphy and then Sandlin got it and put it in the back of the net, I mean, it's one of those things. If the whistle did blow, it must have been when Gallant still had the puck. I mean, because otherwise the puck is in the back of the net by the time anybody hears the whistle. It's one of those things, I think that if the result of the game would have gone a different way, I think that we'd be talking about that a little bit more than we are. And obviously we're talking about a little bit here in the post-game show. Doesn't matter, though, as the Grizzlies still got the victory. And, I kind of mentioned it. The only goal in the third period, and it was kind of sweet that it was Sandelin that got the goal, and sure, it was on an empty net. But Sandelin, who had 9 shots to lead the Grizzlies tonight, was a +1. It was fitting he got that goal, considering he's the one that would have scored to make it 4-2 late in the second period. On the Sandelin empty netter, Cole Gallant and Brandon Cutler got the assists. And I think it was great to see Cole Gallant get a point tonight because he was just outstanding, utilizing great speed. He played a great two-way game. He looked like he was outstanding defensively. He was making quick decisions. I thought Cole Gallant was outstanding, and so it's fitting that he was able to earn an assist there in the third period. Cutler got the main assist, which means that he now has 12 on the season. Cutler now with 27 points, 15 goals, and 12 assists. Well, like a lot of Grizzlies home victories, it's been a team effort. And that's really been the big thing. As for the Grizzlies, we mentioned before, Messner was the only guy to have more than 1 point. He had 2 assists. Otherwise, it was a lot of 1-point performances by, at least half the roster. And it felt like a lot of the guys that didn't get a point still played well. Quinn Wickers didn't get a point, but he was a +2 in his first game against his former team as he played with Rapid City each of the last 2 years. No points by Nathan Burke, but it felt like he was a standout. Burke only had 1 shot, but it felt like he had more than that tonight. Alex Bocage in his Grizzlies debut had 6 shots. So between Sandelin and Bocage, who each were making their Grizzlies debut in terms of over the last while, Sandelin did play in 4 games for the Grizzlies earlier this season, but between the 2 forwards that were reassigned from Colorado over to Utah earlier today, they combined for 15 shots on goal. That's 15 of the 38 shots taken by Utah as the Grizz outshot the Rush 16-8 in the third period. So Utah earned the 2 standings points. Their record goes to 16-22 this season. Rapid City falls to 17-20-2. As Russia played 39 games this season for the Grizzlies, they continue with their winning ways here at home as Utah is now 12-6 at Maverik Center, and the Rush are now below the 500 mark on the road as they are 9-10-1 away from the Monument. Final score, Utah 4, Rapid City 2. We haven't gone over the scores much here tonight. We didn't during the intermissions. Let's see what the other games in the league looked like. One other Mountain Division battle. Kansas City defeated Allen 5-1. Iowa got a 6-4 victory over Cincinnati. Florida defeated Atlanta 4-1. Newfoundland defeated Norfolk 7-4. And in overtime, Wheeling got a 5-4 victory over Reading. Remember, the Wheeling Nailers will make their first appearance ever at Maverik Center this upcoming February, 1 month from now, for a 3-game series. I think that's going to be on President's Day week, the third weekend of February. So make sure to get your tickets for that. Former Grizzly forward Jordan Martell will be on the Wheeling roster, assuming he's still on the roster next month. But, Martell will make his return to the Maverik Center ice. When we come back to the Grizzlies postgame report, we'll talk with Tim Broussard and get his thoughts on what made the difference in Utah's 4-2 victory over Rapid City, as the Grizzlies have now won 4 in a row over Rapid City dating back to last season. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Final score, Utah 4, Rapid City 2, as the Grizzlies have now won 4 in a row against Rapid City dating back to last season. I'm Tyson Whiting here with Tim Broussard. Tim, Grizzlies needed to buckle down there in the third period and secure the 2 standings points, and they certainly did that.
Yeah, how about that? I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden we became the passing team from outer darkness. So everything was, and it seemed like everything in the offensive zone. All my notes are like, time in the offensive zone, high quality shots, high quality passing. We're getting every 50-50 puck. We were getting every 20-80 puck. It was awesome, and seeing the cycle happen. And I don't know what that. how long the puck was stuck down here. It was at least,
a good 30 seconds.
At least, or maybe even longer, because we were cycling.
And then it would go back, and then it ended up right back in that same spot.
Exactly. And we're cycling players in and out, and Rapid City doesn't get a chance for the change. Well, let me tell you what, as a player, that kills you. That wears you out. So I was really happy to see that we're talking about this and not the goal that was disallowed because something else happened later in the period.
And how fitting is it that Sandelin got the empty netter to make it 4-2, considering he was the one that would have scored to make it 4-2 that got disallowed.
Right. And my favorite part about that is Gallant's assist is the pass is going over to, he kind of sticks out his stick like, I'll take the point. Okay, there we go. And it goes to Sandelin, he puts it in, and he's got kind of this smirk on his face. So that was kind of funny.
Grizzlies, in terms of scoring chances, had 16, and Rapid City had 9. Rush only had 2 scoring chances in the third period. So it felt like, one goal game for most of the third period. Grizzlies really buckled down, and Trent Miner was Trent Miner, as he was solid, stopping 32 of 34, as he now is 5-5 on the season in the Grizzlies uniform.
And you had mentioned this at the end of the second intermission show, or the gap there, that all we needed to do was win the period.
Yeah.
Win the period, win the game. And we had really, really good pressure. Our forecheck was really aggressive, and we were coming back on the back check, and that was really effective. And it was congesting lanes and doing all the things that you're supposed to do. Now, Bert is going to make all different kind of changes in the scheme on how Rapid City was attacking. It seems like their first preference was to, shoot away, find an open lane, shoot away. The second preference was to get deep and then dump it in the middle. And that kind of switched over about midway through the third, and he kind of changed the preferences. But the team was running one of those 2 plays, it seemed like. And expect them to make adjustments to those passing lanes that were clogged up tonight. He's going to be changing things out so that Friday night he doesn't suffer the same fate.
Grizzlies had 15 combined shots between Sandelin and Bocage. I mean, both guys really made an impact their night.
Oh my gosh! And Bocage, that shot, the goal he had coming around the corner and using his body to shield, and he's at an awkward angle, and he still launches the shot and left Murphy questioning, what's happening. I don't know if he got a decent look at it, but that shot is legit. You called it the beginning of the game. That's an impressive shot.
It's kind of fun to get the victory. And Utah once again protecting home ice. They're now 12-6 here at home this season.
That's good. And I think we did it in in spite of Tyler Haskins' bad day at work. I'm not going to go on and on. It was just, I think he'll just mark that down as a noted bad day at work, and then you move on from there. But, he had all these other referees in the stands he could have gone to and asked for help. But no, that was the missed goal call, or the short whistle. That wasn't the only issue we had there, but you know what? We'll take the win, and we're going to move on.
Tomorrow, I think, tomorrow both teams have an off day. It's possible maybe one or both teams will get a practice in somewhere, but there's a concert here at Maverik Center, and so the ice will be covered up, and then they'll come back at it Friday night. With tomorrow being an off day, you can get Trent Miner back in there. Obviously, if he's going to be in a Grizzlies uniform, want to make sure you ride him for as long as you can. I think the next 2 games are going to be pretty critical for the Grizzlies. Can they find a way to climb back into the playoff race? And, they're starting to make those baby steps after all. They are, I think, now 8-5 in their last 13 games. They're certainly making strides in the right direction.
So we talked about what is it going to take to be successful in the second half of the season, and baby steps, like you said, and coming off the road trip from 4-5, okay. But, this type of a homestand against a divisional opponent, this is exactly what you need.
Anything else stand out to you tonight?
Thank you to the camera crew after the road trip. We appreciate coming home and enjoying our own camera crew. Hats off to Jed and company. The only other thing is we played a complete game, I thought, tonight, except once we got out of the first 11 seconds of the game, then we did okay. I hope we can put a travel ban in effect for the next 48 to 72 hours and keep the guys here versus Wesley and everybody else accruing frequent flyer miles and have them off on a plane back. It would be nice to keep them down just just for a little bit. It's nice trying out the Ferrari on the on the go-kart track, so to speak. But I was really impressed with I think the number one thing would be the passing, and especially in the offensive zone, completing passing and giving it to the receiver of the pass in a position where he could do something with it, versus just now we got it in my skates and I got to kick it up here, and now I got it taken away from me and it's going the other way.
So you could say the Grizzlies played a full 59 minutes and 49 seconds here tonight after the first 11 seconds where Rapid City took a 1-0 lead.
Right. The epic, Kansas City get you in 12 seconds, hold my beer, we'll go 11. Oh, that was frustrating. But
I hope Friday night's not going to be 10.
Right. Let's leave that one alone, and then let's just see if we can't come out of the first without
just win the face off and just stand at your blue line for a few seconds just to get the game rolling.
leave the centerman up front to take the face off. Everybody covers back of the blue line.
Just build a wall right there at the blue line.
Exactly.
That was a fun one here tonight. We should have two outstanding crowds on the weekend. Don't forget that Friday night, which is going to be the Grizzlies' next game. It's an AFC Friday where tickets start just $10 when you pay using your AFC debit or credit card at the Maverik Center box office. Saturday is going to be the annual Guns N' Hoses extravaganza with 3 charity games in the day leading up to the Grizzlies game at 7:10. Well, it was a ton of fun tonight. The Grizzlies had a team effort, and really that's a big thing. Only one guy had a multiple-point game. It felt like everybody contributed, and really if the Grizzlies are going to be successful, that's going to be the formula, and that really has been the formula for the Grizzlies as of late in their last 13 games. That's probably going to have to continue to be the formula for the Grizzlies going forward.
I totally agree with that. They've got to use this as a momentum. We're behind the 8 ball more than just a little bit, and for the lack of success we had in the first half of the season, this is where we got to make up those type of games. And if I believe Rapid City is the next step up in our divisional track to the top. So even if we can't get 1 or 2, hey, we got to bump off spots 3 or 4 to get into the playoffs. So a good first step and leading with the right foot, and we'll see what we can do Friday and Saturday night.
Fun night of hockey here at Maverik Center. Make sure to get your tickets to watch Utah's pro hockey team live and in person Friday and Saturday nights at 7:10. Well, now just about wrap things up. Once again, the 3 stars of the game, Alex Bocage with 1 goal. He's the 3rd star. Trent Miner, who gets the victory in net. He stopped 32 of 34. He's the 2nd star. And Tyler Penner, who scored what turned out to be the game winner. 10 minutes and 30 seconds into the second period, the Iron Man is the number 1 star of the night. Time of game was 2 hours and 20 minutes, and in front of a good crowd on Wednesday night of 4,213. Utah gets a victory. They have won 4 in a row against Rapid City, leading back to last season. They won the first of 9 meetings between the clubs this year. Final score, Utah 4, Rapid City 2. We'll join you on Friday night, 6:50 pregame show, 7:10 face-off. For Tim Broussard, I'm Tyson Whiting, and it is what it is.